existing because Takeover holds NXT up. It's always held up NXT. Like even when it wasn't on TV, Takeovers were fire. Now it's like
word.
I told you I turned it off when I saw spiders.
Yeah, I know you said that, but I'm saying the time I think it really started turning around. Yeah, people can say what they want. Like there's a lot of different moments, but that Takeover where Kyle O'Reilly and Finn Balor injured themselves, they injured each other because they're just trying to hit each other so fucking hard. Even though this is wrestling, it's supposed to look hard, not actually be hard. And at that point, it's like, yep, they're clearly trying too hard to be this aggressive, which is why we end up with this
your mouth. Wrestling is real, okay? Everything about it is real, okay?
I never said anything about fake, so I didn't.
Okay. Just making sure.
I said it's supposed to look hard and not actually be hard, as far as like Impact is.
Impact, no pun intended.
Yeah. You see what I did there?
I see what you did there.
Down. Speaking of Impact, why they get all these ROH wrestlers?
Yo,
I told y'all, and we might as well get into this shit. So let me just go ahead and say, yeah. Appreciate y'all being here. Y'all already know what it is. Don't adjust your screens. You see who she is. That is Chantille. She is dressed as China.
Are you ready? Yeah, you think you can tell us what to do?
Yes.
You think you can tell us what to wear? You think that you're better? Well, you better get ready. Bow to the masters. Break it down.
All right, we'll cut it there because I'm pretty sure we're about to get copyrighted already anyway. Don't adjust your screens, even though it's better looking.
I know I'm sexy. I've got the look that drives you go while I've got the move. I said shit up and down that spine. Just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy.
And I don't have any jobber music for Kenny, but
damn. Go ahead. Not the jobber music. You could at least gave him something.
Nah, he got high this week. I'm gonna let him high this week.
We told him be ready.
Damn.
But you know what I'm saying? Kenny's out there in Miami living his life, so he partying too hard. So you know what? He is part of it. So let me see.
A little too much truth to that.
So this week has been interesting in wrestling. Yesterday, Mr. Wyndham is now officially a free agent.
Mm-hmm.
So this could go either way. We still betting on Impact?
I hope not. That's what I was about to tell you in a second. But I'll let y'all see.
We know why for you. You don't want to see him on Impact. We know your feelings.
Because Chan don't want to watch Impact.
No, that's right.
He blames the audience, but realistically,
I don't watch Impact.
In Chance's defense, I didn't watch Impact before the virus, so I definitely don't know what the crowd is like. And I do, but their taping schedule is off, and I can tell you from being at shows that are taped for AEW, it's a lot harder to be a fan at a tape show than completely live. It's not the same. Like,
all right, I just been informed.
I've just
been informed that we got Kenny's music. So
try me again. Always pay Trick Daddy.
I should have known.
All right, it's PG audience like WWE.
You about to get us canceled already.
I know, right? But anyway, so yeah, like Kenny was saying, I try to watch the whole Bound for Glory. It just seemed dead. Like, just dead. Like, had it been the same matches on AEW, even WWE, I feel like you would have got more of a pop. I just feel like I was watching shit like just to watch it.
Is it because they have a smaller audience or
people in the audience? Oh shit! I got
sir. Unless you the Miz.
I'm about to say I'm representing the Miz.
Wow.
Shout out to Miz though, doing this thing on Dancing with the Stars.
You know, I've heard that he was doing pretty good up there.
He was
I'm
dressed
not
up
gonna watch it, but I'll vote for him just because it's the Miz.
and he's awesome.
Yeah, and he's awesome. Exactly. Gotta
Man, all the
support.
ones in.
But yeah, like I said, getting back into like we said, let's go. It just seems dead. Like I watched every single match, which means I actually gave Impact 4 hours of my life.
That you would never get back.
I forgot what day it was. If it was a Friday or Saturday, but it started like at 10:30, 10 o'clock.
It was 4 hours.
It felt damn near.
If we gonna go check the time. It's 2 hours. Chance felt like
It was 30 minutes. He was like, "Damn, this shit ain't over yet."
Like there was no pop. Like I was trying to enjoy it. Like their version of the Royal Rumble. I don't know what it's called. I like the fact that it's men and women.
Oh yeah,
I like that. So I was trying to get into it.
I like Moose. There's a couple things on Impact that's they got some
I
stuff.
don't like Moose.
You said what?
I like
I don't like Moose.
Of course you don't, because he talks shit about Roman Reigns. But
No, I actually like that. See, I actually like that. I like him more so now because I'm gonna be that person because he's in shape now. But when he first came in, he was just
damn. So you ain't like him when he was plump.
He was just obese.
he was a D tackle, not obese.
Damn,
Really football shape.
just
Not a
obese.
wrestler. Not the same.
He was a D tackle. I'll give you that because he was still swole. Pause. Oh shit! Did I rip my joggers?
That's tragic.
Damn it. Anyway, she talking about somebody now. My shit fucked up. Anywho, so
Instant karma.
yeah, but I like him now. Like he looks the part. That promo was fire. Who I retweeted him. His promo was fire.
Can't for everybody neck.
Yeah, he gave everyone the business. So, like I said, there's things about Impact that I want to like, which I wanted Bray to actually go there so that I can actually watch something different. But it's just
Maybe you should have waited for him to get there for you to start watching, because now Bound for Glory done fucked you up.
Right.
did.
I feel like you're not going to give him a chance, though. Like, as soon as he goes there, you see him on the screen, something happens, you're like, fuck it. He should have just went to AEW.
Yep, I'm gonna talk shit about him. I'm like, fucking.
The thing about it is, like, now that we know Ring of Honor going, basically, who knows how long they're gonna be out. No one ever said he was going there. I didn't think he was going there because they did Super Indies, but they don't really match his profile. He's too big for them. No offense to Ring of Honor, but they got their back catalog is fire. Vince said he wanted nothing to do with the wrestlers. Peacock might want to buy that library. Somebody, they got that's different. That's not on Vince. That's on Peacock.
Anybody that doesn't get the library of Ring of Honor is stupid.
They got that back catalog is fire. CM Punk is
crazy money.
Y'all just triggered my dream last night. I just remembered in my dream last night I was a librarian. I know, completely left field. Anywho, I was just like, damn, wait, I was a librarian in my dream last night. Okay, sorry.
crazy.
Squirrel.
No, it was being Chantilly head.
I mean,
They're playing silent library and shit.
I was thinking the same thing, but I didn't want to go there. But yeah, so whoever doesn't get that is crazy because it's on the table. I mean, I feel like Tony should get it.
I don't know because AEW don't have the platform where they even hold all their own stuff. So like,
no, but they are though. That's coming next year.
Coming. True.
Which, how fire would that be if you're coming next year, Pauls, and you have your AEW catalog plus you have Ring of Honor.
You got a lot of former Ring of Honor. I mean,
maybe.
So
that'd be crazy.
Put that all on fight or something.
But yeah, like I said, because we keep on getting that. We ain't got the hot take yet for Ring of Honor yet. We ain't got that yet. But Impact, I'm trying. Like even with Big Cass, like I really want to be there because of Big Cass, because he looks amazing.
Yeah, some of the matches that I've actually seen him in were not disappointed. So I'm with you on that. I try to give Impact more credit. I'm not too bothered by the lack of fans, but I feel like it could be just more entertaining. I will say that AEW has definitely brought more attention to them because prior to that, I wasn't checking for them. Last time I was checking for them, Samoa Joe was on their roster.
Jeez. Nah, I think I have a couple moments like the Undead Realm. There's a couple times I snuck him a little peek in there, but You know, when the AW did, yeah, you know, that's when you was really watching. You know, Kenny was over there and all that. So, but I don't know. Bray definitely took WWE out his thing, so people can stop saying, "Well, maybe he's just gonna go back," because that would be stupid to wait 90 days to go back, because that don't make any sense.
I mean, I feel attacked because I did text you yesterday, and I said it was kind of weird that he still had WWE in this.
No, but I'm saying like I'm not coming for you. I'm saying like he finally took it out, so people
Feel attacked.
people can say, "Oh, he's gonna go back." I mean, he'll go back, but not. Why would you wait the 90 days and then go back exactly when the 90 days is up? If anything, he should take a longer break if that's the case. But then he teasing all these 2 days left and all the other stuff. So it's like, so okay, so clearly at the end of 90 days something is gonna happen, and I'm not sure that non-compete worked. But
First up, Impact is not going to be. It's not going to get a pop. If he's just Impact, it's not going to get the pop that we want.
I'm saying, isn't the 90 day only for wrestling? Could he not appear in anything until the 90 days up? Because it seemed like it's teasing just something happening, but we expected wrestling. It might be something else.
Well,
I think 90 days was everything.
he has apparently Hollywood is looking at him.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. I assume that it's a 90-day no compete with as far as wrestling goes.
That's what I thought. But then again, WWE does make movies. Like they might have had Bray pinned for the next Marine movie and no one watched it. But you know, you never know. They got ideas. They be doing stuff.
It could have been like the Halloween.
They could have brought back See No Evil again, but used the Fiend instead of Kane. You don't know.
Well, you bullshit. That would have been fine. Bray would
That
have been.
wouldn't have been a bad idea, actually. You might be honest.
See No Evils are better than the Marine movies. That's all I can give. I can't really give WWE a lot when it comes to their movies because they overproduce to me. But
weren't they responsible for that movie with Halle Berry?
Which one?
The one where well, it was a few years ago. With the she was 911 dispatcher or something like that. Wasn't they responsible for that? I don't let me Google this.
Well, there's a lot more movies than I fucking thought. What the hell?
The Call?
Am I right?
The Call?
Yeah, The Call. Aren't they responsible for that?
Yeah.
Ha! I knew it. See? Fun fact. Because I remember I was watching the beginning of that and I was like, did I just say WWE? Like, as in Vincent Kennedy McMahon? Yep. They are responsible for The Call, which actually wasn't that bad of a movie.
Walking Tall is a WWE production. That movie.
Look. The fun facts of the day.
I mean, I knew The Rock was in that, so I had a feeling like they was involved a little bit, but that was 2004, so he was first, popping up.
Well, that's why I was surprised that they were responsible for The Call, because I don't think any wrestlers at all were in that movie at all. They never even really promoted it on the show, if I remember correctly, either. Like Halle Berry never made an appearance on,
Incorrect. The wrestler is in that movie.
Oh,
David Otunga is in the movie.
Oh, right. You are totally right about that. I forgot. Okay, you're right. Yep.
My girl asked yesterday, she's like, what happened to David Otunga? I'm like, I think he got a divorce with Jennifer, and then his life went to shambles. Yeah. And he's still a lawyer. I guess he got that, but
she cheated on him. But I think he works for their legal team.
Yeah, I mean, he was a lawyer before he joined WWE, and
right?
Then he was an announcer and all that. But
wait, do you remember when he was on I Love New York?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sure
not many people remember that.
I'm pretty sure that okay. I don't think he's ever not been paid by WWE though. That's the thing. Like,
yeah, no. He makes buku money. Just like I gave my credit to Titus O'Neil the other day because I happened to be scrolling on the internet as I do most days, and I saw that my guy opened a school, and I'm like, how don't more people know about this? Why is this not being talked about? Like,
partially because he has a real name, and people think wrestler names are their real names.
like it's not called the Titus O'Neil School. Who
Is that him falling down looking like a goof?
Right. Like, no, Titus, that's not his name. But I was super proud of him. Like, shout out to him for actually having a school and, spreading education to the younger ones. So,
if they want to throw away money making some of these movies, they could just hand me a cash. Like, what the fuck is this, bro?
Yeah. I sent you down a rabbit hole. So sorry, not sorry.
Like, how's Randy Orton in 3 movies? How we let this happen?
WWE is dumb because They should just separate everyone in different categories and just let them do their thing because all the money that they have, their studios could be fired. Like legit could be fired.
Their movies could be fire.
Yeah, because if you actually use that money to actually bring on real actors and real writers and real directors and stuff, they could have some potentially good shit. Like eventually, it
People
doesn't,
like movies. I mean,
it doesn't even have to be wrestling based. Like you can maybe have a wrestling guy in it, but it doesn't even have to be wrestling based. They could just make 5 movies.
I see what you're saying. Watch, Tony Khan's gonna start making movies as well.
I hope not.
Can you imagine?
he got enough on his hands with AEW.
If he was
the
smart.
Jags and his that soccer team. He need to pay attention to some of those.
Well, let me not say if he was smart. Tony Khan is a genius, so let's give him credit. I think it would be dope if he partnered with like Netflix and brought
Trey Songz and Fetty Wap in a movie. What is WWE doing? My God.
They put Fetty Wap in the movie
And Trey Songz.
and Trey Songz. Oh, well, they were like, you know how Vince is.
2018. I was like, what?
You know how Vince is. He's like, oh, good shit. And then he hears a song for the first time, and then all of a sudden,
Our Truth is also in this movie. Okay, we're all over the place here.
Our Truth. All right.
In 2018, it's not that long ago. Like we're not talking about like.
Oh my God.
We're not talking about original Ron Killings run, which I did talk to Chance about because he was slandering Our Truth because he forgot how Our Truth was before he became this 24/7.
How'd you forget?
Well, hold up. I've been informed that we do have a special guest.
Oh shit!
Play the theme music.
I got
Oh, because YouTube's gonna give me that commercial real quick.
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
Here we go.
Mr. 305 checking in for the remix. 75th Street, Brazil. Well, this year's gonna be called Coyote.
Oh, that's Illuminati. Never mind. I almost put an Illuminati symbol. We was about to get 1 million views.
We about to get all the views. What you
We
mean?
about to get all the views. I almost put the Illuminati symbol. Oh shoot! We almost got all the views.
I know you want me. You know I want you.
Got all the Miami people up in the house.
Thanks to Kevin Hart, I can never see that song any other way.
I'm dead.
Mhm.
Look at that. We get Mike's face and everything. Pause.
Hey,
Yeah,
we talking about current events. Let's talk about a lot of people. We talked about this briefly in the group chat. The AEW fans walking out of Rampage. Now, as I told you,
which group chat? Because it's like
No,
1,000 of them.
not Discord, the actual group chat which you are actually in.
Okay.
I don't think he's in any group chats because whatever
active.
like it in, he don't respond.
I don't know how many group chats I'm in with Mike. He don't reply in any of them.
That's a lie.
You got to standard people he like from the reply.
Lie because you're in 3 of mine and don't reply.
What? I do reply. I reply to Geek Out.
And then he'd be on Facebook talking.
Facts.
I have to make sure I get the okay exactly because we have the Facebook fan page for what is it called? The wrestling thingy. I got to make sure that people comment. I'm trying to do my best. We don't have people like the group chat is private. I'm trying to make sure the public can see how intelligent we are. That's all I care about.
Okay.
Oh, you know what?
In public.
I support that.
I'll give you.
I support that.
Leeway this time.
Don't support it. He'd be there once every 3 weeks too.
Damn.
Hey, but yeah. So as a person who went to
Kenny, you bouncing all over the place. You bouncing all over.
He's trying to get us back on track.
What?
So we were.
Come on, Kenny.
It's been 20 minutes. We've talked about Ring of Honor being sold. We've talked about AEW Rampage being everyone leaving. We talked about WWE.
That's what I'm trying to talk about.
What happened at Rampage with people leaving?
It's CL fault for showing me these WWE movies. So with Rampage, some fans walking out of the last Rampage tapings, and as I was saying, I don't particularly blame them because I don't know if they was warned because I do know their show didn't have a Rampage before. But for us last week, we had Rampage on Friday, so we had Dark and then we had Rampage. It was fire. We're like, okay, so we went the next day. We had Dark Elevation, then we had Dynamite. We thought we was, actually, I'm be honest. Tony gave us a little warning. He said, "You ready for awesome Rampage tonight?" When he said it, me and JJ were like, "Oh, he tripping. He meant to say Dynamite." Because he said in the beginning of the show, we're like, "What are you talking about?" Because he didn't mention Dynamite when he said it. We're like, and then when Rampage ended, he came back out. "Y'all ready for awesome Dynamite for awesome Rampage?" And we all like, "Wait, time out. We here for another hour? Time out. Wait, we saw Rampage yesterday." So they was taping the Rampage for next week, which they don't always do.
Yo, let me tell you before you get into some more stuff. So
all over the place.
No,
Right,
it's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. I think he's right when he was trying to defend it, and he said that they're dealing with a tough spot. Like I've told you before, I told you last week. I think that obviously it's a Friday night. Depending on what your demo is, everyone's going out to the club like around 12 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, something like that, or whatever they're doing. I don't even know because I don't club like that no more. But they're not home on a Friday, so that's one. Two, most likely, if they're fans, they've already watched SmackDown. So you watched 2 hours of wrestling already.
Yeah.
Then you're about to watch another 2 hours. Third, I'm not even gonna lie. I completely forgot Rampage was on yesterday after SmackDown.
Who
Like
that?
it just slipped my mind.
Hey, to add on to
So
that,
you didn't see it.
let me give you a fourth
Oh.
for venue reasons. So you can't tell a venue, oh, we gonna have Dark Elevation, which no one. I mean, people care, but people don't really care. And then Rampage, they're not gonna buy it. They need a little bit more than that. So that's why in our case in Miami we had Rampage Dark, but they knew they had back-to-back days, so a lot of people bought combo tickets. So it is what it is. But like I said, for last week, like people knew this week there was a Rampage on the Rampage on Friday was from the tapings, so people knew they was gonna be at a taping for next week. But thing is, the difference is we had Brian Danielson, Minoru Suzuki, we had all these fire matches. They had Britt Baker versus Abaddon, and no offense to Abaddon, but that's not what people coming to see. Like, so people, that's why people left. Once they got to come out with the fire. They had their first match is fire. After that, people were like, all right, these next two matches we don't care. So they left. Which I mean, yeah, it sucks, but that's what's gonna happen. They tired, they burnt out. They already seen Dynamite. They already seen the one fire matches on Rampage. All right, go home now. Especially since it is in real time. It's also Friday night for them to like, okay, depending on where that venue is, like, okay, let's go clubbing or whatever the case may be. So
I think they should do what I said. They should just do Wednesday, Thursday.
Who should just do Wednesday, Thursday?
You mean like
you also remember about travel, so that might. So I don't know.
Well, no, don't they? Doesn't AEW do? They stay in an event center for at least both shows.
Sometimes they did it for last week.
New York, I know they do it for New York.
Because for Florida they did Rampage, Dynamite, Rampage all in Miami. Then they did Dynamite in Orlando. So I mean that's not a far drive. Florida big, but we ain't that big. It's only 4 hours.
Oh,
only 4 hours. Man, y'all tripping for 4 hours, not a long drive.
For a show that's the next day?
That's a long drive, man.
I don't know, man.
Yo,
Actually,
Mike,
that's the next
Mike,
week.
you don't want to get a text. You think he's gonna drive 4 hours?
I mean, I have 30 minutes to watch a hockey game. I don't know. If I like it, I like it. I'm there.
Okay,
yeah, I gotta.
That's fair. Because if you call me 30
hours?
minutes to play a football game, you know I drive 2 hours to play.
No, they definitely got to switch. I don't know. Fridays is hard because, like I said, I totally forgot.
I'm gonna be honest. Rampage is still the extra show though. It's like it's not just when it is. It's like they dovetail and they finishing off some like they put that polish on certain storylines. But for the most part, it's just like it's not in the defense of Dark Elevation and Dark where it's like, oh, we padding the stats of the like oh, Dustin Rhodes is 15 and 17 before he faced Daniel Bryan. Well, no one saw those 15 and 17 matches. People I mean Chantilly and I saw them. But,
right, I was like, wait, I saw him.
But let's be honest. People like when you see like Hikaru Shida record is this, you're like, I know. See, I know Chance ain't see him. I know Mike ain't see him.
Of course,
you ain't what people. YouTube get the views because the after the fact, but they're not watching. I don't watch Dark Elevation live. I'm be honest. I mean, it's not live most times anyway. They call it live, but they just stream it later. But I catch it when I catch it because
I watch it live.
So
she just did air quotes.
Almost at that point though, like the booking
because
is good.
like you said,
but she did air quotes.
Because not actually live.
It's it's not actually live, but
on YouTube as a stream. Yeah.
Right. I watch it when it's live.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I know it's completely left field.
We're not going left field. We're going right field.
No, we're going left field. Did you see who Walter's going against?
Astros.
Yep. Cesaro.
Are you going to watch it, sir?
I'll watch that because Cesaro gonna whoop some ass.
This Walter slander gotta stop. Did you go back and watch both the matches like we said?
Oh, I did. Remember? I told you.
Yeah, he said on the last podcast.
Did you study it?
Yeah, I told you if you were a casual and you didn't know what was happening, it just looked like two dudes was whooping the shit out of each other. Like they legit didn't like each other, and they say, "Yo, go in here and handle it."
Walter is amazing in the ring, and
No,
so is Cesaro. Cesaro don't get enough credit.
Fuck Walter. That other dude, Dragunov, whatever.
Dragunov.
Dragunov.
Yo, my man is so small and skinny. Taking that beating,
Yeah, he's a
he
tough.
he the crazy one.
Is he?
That's like me beating Mike.
First of all, I didn't even know Imperium made it to regular NXT. When I saw that they got the see, I didn't know because I the product has been ass, so I haven't been watching.
No, I think one of them got injured, but they were on NXT for a little bit.
Let me tell you something for the people that are gonna watch eventually. I stopped watching NXT when I saw spiders.
Halloween Havoc. That's when you
I
start.
don't give a shit. It was horrible. Then it started. Then it messed up my man.
Mike's confused.
Had the plastic spiders.
Yeah,
It was a graphic.
Then they messed up Braun Breaker over here talking to Chucky.
Wait. So the spiders was aesthetics, right? Like they didn't use the actual spiders.
Yeah.
It was
okay. Yeah, it was 3D Tron stuff.
It was horrible. It was horrible. Then they got my man Braun Breaker, who I actually like talking to Chucky just because his daddy did it like 35 years ago on the screen. That killed me.
Chucky got a new TV show.
Well, obviously, but who the hell cares? I'm not putting Chucky in my damn show just because there's a show coming out. That's
but
stupid.
the network said you got to do it, so you got to do it.
Look,
you making it seem like it's RoboCop in WCW. It wasn't that bad. It was just
you know what? If I'm a billionaire, this is what should have happened. All right, if I'm a billionaire, this is what should have happened. I would have did the WWE Network, and all my shit would have been the WWE Network.
Well, they tried that.
No, they didn't because they still had
just break contracts
down on their on TNT or wherever the fuck they were.
Yeah.
They still had it on the cable shit. I would have had Raw and SmackDown on the WWE Network, NXT on the WWE Network.
It's not enough though.
I mean, that's what
have an entire network though. Like Chance, think about it. Like you're talking about, you have to create and talk about a network. Like that's an entire network. You're gonna go have a couple of shows. Like that jump it wasn't gonna work. I know what you're saying, and I get it, but
yes, it would.
It's not gonna work like that.
Here's the thing, right?
I would have watched.
No, yeah, but
as you.
It would have, yeah. And what else then?
I don't watch
Impact. What was your other, like, where's the other money coming from? Like, it's not like Netflix or go ahead, Ken.
Ads. But to add on to what Chad's talking about, think about it, when you go into like Peacock now, which I barely do, because as a person who watches soccer on Peacock, I can tell Peacock sucks for everybody. It's not just WWE. They mess up. Peacock sucks. Like,
hold up. I'm not gonna get any slander here.
Earlier this year.
Hold on, Mike. I'm not gonna get no Peacock slander because I love Peacock.
He's Peacock's main guy.
I'm gonna give him a clout.
Everybody loves women. I love the queens.
No, they got good content. I'm saying like the way it's produced.
And they have my serial killer shit.
Nobody goes to Peacock to watch live shit. Nobody.
Facts. So you got, well, I do for soccer, but at the same time, you got when you was on WWE Network, sometimes you watch them and you just fall into a rabbit hole, which happened to me the other day when I was on Peacock. A girl wanted to watch some old DX thing, so we watched it and then we just stayed on Peacock. So that's how WWE Network should have worked. If you had but the thing is, it wasn't like a Netflix. It wasn't suggesting things correctly. The WWE Network.
Oh yeah, that algorithm was all fucked up.
If you want to be technical, it failed. But the thing is, NXT when it was just on WWE Network was fire.
Yep,
it was unbeatable. And then you got all other stuff like you got the nostalgia stuff. You got every 2 seconds WWE is buying a library. You got Evolve on there. They got stuff on there that I'm looking at through Peacock. I'm like, they got this. Even though I know they own all the libraries, it's still a shock to see it sometimes because they're not talking about it. It's just there.
Mike, don't do that because the wrestling fandom is crazy.
Yeah, but I just can't imagine like WWE would just have like sustain its own network.
But you know why? Because no one's done it before. There's always got to be a first.
It's not that. It's honestly not that. It's just because it's like the NFL network can be an NFL network because they have. It's not an entity. Like it's part of a cable. It's part of a cable channel. You talk about it being an app by itself because in the WWE network makes sense, but it to be an app by itself with the content. I mean, I guess look, if you think about what you just said, right? All them old movies and the new stuff that they're coming out, like interactive gaming and coming out with cartoons. If they did stuff like that, maybe it would have helped. But
but they did. They just didn't promote it. Like they knew they had a cartoon on WWE Network.
They did.
Until I was swimming. They don't promote this stuff. That's the thing. Like
not anymore.
Like me and Chantel was doing earlier before Mike got on. WWE got way more movies than I thought. They could have thrown those on there. They might as well. It's their production.
Well, that's what I was saying. Yeah, like they could have created content. Yeah.
But that's the thing. They just put stuff.
Hush. Did you know that WWE produced The Call?
That I did know. Yeah.
Oh, see, okay.
Yeah, that I didn't know.
Captain, he didn't even watch the call.
No, I'm dead. No, but I know what the call is.
Damn, you didn't watch.
But I did because at the beginning you like when all right, this how WWE like I'm always curious to see like how far out of their world that they get, like with certain things, like how much money they put behind other content to try to keep going. Because I always wonder like Vince is making all this money and how? Well, he's producing movies
signing blood
like
contract
that
for Saudi Arabia. That's all.
or that.
Oh, I just figured out. So we got DX versus the Jobber tag team.
I was on Chantille's side. I
Damn.
don't know about so me and Chantilly was on the same page. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so like I was saying, WWE just has so much money that they just made something and just expected you to do your own homework.
Yeah, that's it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I guess it's probably why I'm thinking like that's why I don't think it would have worked because
And
that's exactly how I think about it. Like it's just,
we said to be fired because it would basically be their own Netflix. Or matter of fact, you know what a better example is? They would be Hulu. Because they would have TV shows, they would have movies, they would have live shit.
you got to take it down. You got to bring it back even further than that. Like it has to be something that's so distinct, so geared towards a specific market. That's what it would have to be, and what is like that. That's what I'm asking. I mean, like again, you said it. Somebody has to be the first, and to your point, WWE could have done it because, for example, they could have partnered with Ring of Honor, who happened to be going out of like revamping now. So imagine if they had Ring of Honor,
Not out of business yet. They're coming back in April, maybe, hopefully.
Was it?
Yes. So Rampage is not going to be Ring of Honor. Rampage is what it's going to be.
Right.
It's going to be.
Now you're going out of business if you're selling your catalog.
Hmm?
If you're selling your catalog, you're going out of business. But the point of the network is you could have had all WWE shit, right? Like I said, you could have had your Monday night, Thursday night, your NXT, your old catalog, your fucking 24-hour documentary. You could have had Total Divas on there. Like you could have had reality shit on there. Yo, there's just infinite things that could have been on that network that would have made people say.
The problem is that they agree with
that would have made people say, "Okay, I'll pay the $9.99."
They have so many contracts though.
Yeah, because Total Divas already like on Hulu.
I know this, but I'm saying that's what should have been on the network.
Yeah, they should. They don't think long term. Like they think.
Right.
See that's
because if you sold it to Hulu, why didn't you just put it on your own shit and get money?
Because Hulu paid more. Yeah, Hulu paid them more. It's like Vince ain't thinking. Like you said exactly what Vince was thinking, and which is why it failed. Is he was thinking, look, I could put it all on there, but I'm not making money. Like somebody's paying me to put my stuff out there, and I'm going to get more viewers. He not thinking like AEW things, which is, you know what? We know we for hardcore fans. We understand we for hardcore fans, and we're going to find a way to get casual fans. And once we get those casual fans, we're going to lock them in with, like our talent, and then kind of watch them grow. So that's how he built it. Like Vince not doing that.
It's the same reason why they got 40 writers, but it don't matter what they write because whatever Vince goes anyway. So who cares? We got a room full of writers if.
Or you could have a clause like I have with Mike is we sign like a 1, 2, 3 year deal, whatever. You get my content first, but once you put the content on your platform, whatever, after the year up or whatever, I get to put the shit on my shit too. So it could live on the E network.
When did this deal happen?
Yo, I was like, why you here making contracts? Like,
since we're airing our business, I told Mike, I said when we first started, I said, so what happened to where we do shit together, and if you ever decide to leave, I'm keeping the content, but you can take it with you too. But I keep the content on my channel.
Okay, that conversation. Okay, I get what you're saying. But yeah, but everything I do is under like something that he created. Because I wouldn't do anything under like my own creation, my own brainchild, and put it under his, and then it puts me in a situation where, like you said, we try to divide it. It's so thin to where why would I go watch it when I could just watch it over here and see all of his stuff too? So that's why, again, like working with people, going back to W Network, them, helping like what Vince did with ECW, right? Vince helped ECW and Vince had a partnership, right? Like Vince would rent out certain wrestlers and stuff.
Be
like
very
that.
clear here. Be very clear here, because
no, they had
that ECW partnership didn't work how it was supposed to work.
Well, that was Paul Heyman. That was partially Paul Heyman's fault because for whatever reason,
because he's a carny.
Yeah. So, you know, they had like if you would have did something similar to like, you know, with Ring of Honor, or like I keep going back to Ring of Honor because obviously it's a hot thing and they going out of business, but because it was such an indie product, and not to get it confused with NXT, but just for it to be like that, bringing it on, you know, to their network and just kind of following those guys' lives around. Like you said, more reality content. I think it would have helped. It was definitely a way for it to see, even without moving Raw SmackDown off of general TV, but definitely having the replays on like right away though. So
I can see that.
I mean, we seen companies survive off of just being pay-per-view. PWG is fire and they only pay-per-view. TNA did that for a long time, and even when their booking was terrible, it was only pay-per-view. It was an every week pay-per-view, but it was what it was. Like if those things could work, then the network should be able to thrive under, you know, the conglomerate.
I'm telling you right now, B. If WWE did what we said for the network, and it would have been, and it was still watchable, I wouldn't have no problem paying the $9.99.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Hence where we're at now. I can see why he has the cable deal, because I would have been like, yeah, you just lost my $9.99, brother.
That's part of it.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Yeah, people would have just stopped paying.
Raw good enough for me. Well, Raw ain't, but there's other stuff. Raw ain't. That's for sure. I'll tell you that right now, man.
Oh yeah,
but it's like,
you need to watch Raw.
It's just like Kenny said, which is why they should have had the network the right way. I got caught like going on there specifically to watch a doc, and then I saw like a different doc. Like, oh shit, I didn't know this was out.
And old matches, like we look like old balls and stuff. You know, like it would have been, it could have been really good. Like collectively, what we all said would have put it in the pot, and that's exactly what would have made.
What if they would have had their own version of Dark Side of the Ring?
Vince would never, no,
not at all. Vince was not about to air out any of that shit.
I said their own version. I mean, like something different, but that caught
but people wouldn't have bought into it though. Like, I get what you're saying, and I'm with you, but it's like
you would have overproduced it.
To be his own version change, it had to be as authentic as Dark Side of the Ring. And can you imagine Vince saying, okay, well, I guess he did it to some degree, right? Like with the fall of WCW, because it wasn't WWE, right?
That was him dunking on them. That was him
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
you can't do that.
Yeah.
So y'all ever seen? I forgot what this guy's name is. He do all these interviews with these guys, and they always down on their look, but he always tries not to make them look like crap. It's called kayfabe something. I forgot what it is. But he does all these interviews. He did one with Rick Stein. He does like. Those things only work because it's an outside entity. If it was under WWE, it just wouldn't work because Vince need that overproduction. And we've been in the PG era too long, even though it's not.
So tongue in cheek, Vince just needs to.
You gotta have somebody else. Like you gotta have some outside stuff, and that would be okay.
He has 3 people that are more than capable, and you could and it's Triple H, it's Stephanie, it's Shane.
Shane.
He don't have Shane, but I also don't know about giving
Shane left.
Well, I know, but I'm saying, but he still that's still his son. I'm saying, like regardless, like he still has.
That's not his son. You ever seen his Twitter post when it's Shane's birthday versus Roman Reigns' birthday?
Right.
That's not his son.
I know what I mean, man.
Vince to get in with the UFC. Vince said, "What?
Oh no, I know
that'll never work."
No, I know Shane's history with his pops. Like even the thing is, and Shane, I think Shane said this, or Paul Heyman, somebody said it, where he trusts Shane as an in-ring, talent because he was basically murdered himself. I think low key that's probably what he wanted, and but not his mind. And I think that's why he let Raw Underground happen. But the reason why I say that,
he took it away.
But for that reason though, because I think he knew it was going to fail. Even though we all say, "Oh, this has potential," but I think he knew it was going to fail, and then he was like, "Okay, as soon as it fails, it's like, okay, see, Shane, I told you it wasn't going to work. So get out." So that's what I think ended up happening.
Or was it doing decent, and then he put his input in it, so it failed, and then he took it?
Are we sure he put his input in it? Like, does that what happened? I'm literally asking. I'm asking because I really have no idea.
Because
the last episode of Raw Underground was on Vince's birthday. And that I remember they came out, it was in reports, Raw Culture said it a lot. Yep. That day on Vince's birthday, that Monday Night Raw, he showed up late than he usually does. He usually shows up to Raw like 2 hours before, and then he rips up. But this time he showed up an hour before. He ripped up everything. Now, mind you, they rip up everything every Monday. But to do it now,
that's what I'm saying,
maybe not every Monday, but most Mondays.
We always say reports.
Yeah. But for you to do it now before, and then Raw Underground as a segment, it's supposed to be this shoot fights, all this stuff. It's supposed to be this dark. Remember, that's when they was trying to go to just Raw Underground instead of going in and out. And Vince is like, an hour for this? Nah, this is taking away my ad revenue, which I don't think it actually was. I haven't seen the numbers, but if he believes it,
if he believes it,
headcanon is real.
Yeah. And people even said Vince doesn't like when she gets over without him putting it over.
That's also facts.
Yeah.
Very, very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
And once it gets over, he definitely would capitalize, like he would push it as if it was his idea, Dane Bryan, CM Punk. So, like, and everybody know that he didn't want either of them to be over. So,
How many times did he kill Talking Smack?
Oh my god.
Yo.
That wasn't his idea. That was Paul Heyman's idea.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it was fire.
But we
That
got the
explains a
very
lot.
best episode like ever or segment.
And it carried over to like the ring. Like with the best one is Dane
Best
Bryan.
one is Miz.
Yes,
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan and
I mean,
Miz.
oh my god, like that. It was the quintessential. You merged both,
and it was
That
real.
was-
It was real feelings.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Yep.
Let's be honest. So all the best segments we ever seen is the Matt Hardy versus Matt Hardy to the Edge. The ending was wrong, but
Which was on the WWE Network. Rivalries.
yeah,
Okay, so side note, since we're kind of talking about like WWE Network and everything like that,
This is a segment of should WWE actually had a network if it
I know, right? Out of nowhere, it became a segment.
because
right?
it's really WWE should buy Ring of Honor library so I can watch it. But
I think they should buy it too, but Vince,
I don't care if Vince don't buy. Peacock could buy it. Peacock got money. They gave Vince $1 billion. Shit.
yeah, but
I mean,
they
how
don't
much
pay
can Ring of
probably
Honor
on value.
library cost?
They,
They're going out of business anyway. They done waved the white flag. How much is it gonna cost?
you talking
Watch
about?
TBS buy it. They're like, you know what?
Turner do got money to splash.
no, I think Tony comes off better than doing it. But who's gonna
You
say
think Tony Khan should buy it, or you think he's better off buying it?
because
Both.
no, I think he should because he loves wrestling. I think he would do it justice.
I agree.
Oh, and like we said before, you got on, Mike. No shade because you're late. But
Oh, shit.
Tony Khan has a streaming service coming next year. So what better way to have your shit plus Ring of Honor, which is mostly the people in AEW now.
Yeah, I told y'all how I feel about like Tony Khan moving too fast, like with a lot of things, and I get it. Like streaming services is kind of like the thing.
Yeah, I
But
got
man, like
Is he moving too fast or is he trying to catch up and stay relevant?
It's next year, B. It didn't say tomorrow.
next year, but in wrestling, going to next year is tomorrow. Like
That's
I
perfect.
don't know though.
That's perfect because they're gonna get the streaming deal. And like you guys said, I've clearly missed a lot of dark and elevation and shit. So
You sure have, sir.
wherever it's at and check it out.
And they have a working relationship with New Japan and TNA. So I guess like the streaming service
is
can work.
almost done though. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's almost done.
In the contract.
Impact would be a fool to let that shit go because I'm
Yeah,
not.
now you have to keep. And then, like you said, with them, if they're having a streaming service, it gives them like breathing room to kind of be more exclusive, right? So, for example,
But
if let's say
before you
Impact,
continue, one second, because Chance said they'd be a fool. Impact's made these type of mistakes before. Impact was on TV and then decided to like, no, we just go on access. Who the fuck is
Yeah,
that?
that's what I'm saying. So they'll be a fool again because Eden CL said earlier she's the only check for them because of the invasion crossover type shit that they got going on,
Yeah.
which is what brought me. And then I stayed for the Bound for Glory. The shit was trash with the audience. So if you
I'm
don't,
not gonna lie though, I like the fact that they're on Twitch. Not gonna lie.
but that's a niche though, and I think, or a niche, have you said?
I should
Like,
see,
I think that works.
I should
Like,
see us trying to get a sponsorship because she's on Twitch.
like niches work. I think I think
Shameless
they should capitalize off of it.
Shameless plug.
I mean, I'm on Twitch too, the Ink Deadpool, but go ahead.
There you go.
So y'all know
Another
we got
shameless
a
plug.
it was so random, but y'all know we got like a new black WWE NXT women's champion, right?
New black WWE NXT. Wait, what? Okay, a new NXT Women's Champion. That's what you meant to say.
It's about
Okay, thank you. Why did you say all
No,
of it together?
I meant what I said. Who do you know who the new NXT women's champion is?
Is
Mandy.
it Ember Moon?
It's Mandy.
Is it Ember Moon? That's right. First of all, don't do that. That girl is not black facing herself. Like, don't do that. She is
No.
NXT champion, though, right?
It wasn't me. So
Not
Mandy
Tripping, dog.
Mandy Rose is now NXT women's champion.
That girl is not like.
It was not me. First of all, I
That's
don't
messed up.
know who switched her bronzer, but
It's a camera. It's a lighting, man. She's not that bronze, but like, I don't believe if you go see her live, she look like that.
bro,
I don't believe she looks like that.
me and Mandy about the same color right now.
Nah, I don't
Well,
believe she look like that. I think it's the camera.
Yeah,
that's the camera.
Am I wrong?
that bronzer extra strong, my G.
I think that's the camera, dog.
Nah, my guy, nah.
No.
Nah.
I'll give her a little bit of defense in the fact that it didn't just happen. It wasn't just like it was. You saw it. Like it was like when she first started talking to Otis, it was like, oh, a little tan there. And then it was like, oh, that's that bodybuilder bronze there. Then it was like, okay, all right, now, come on now,
Yeah,
come
like,
on now.
like she
Because
ran
I
out of
remember
bronzer.
When Toxic, if you look at when Toxic Attraction debuted on NXT to now, and that was what 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, when me and Chance talked about, Manny gonna be, we said it, Manny gonna be NXT Women's Champion. We said it.
Yeah, no, she's too good.
Go back, too good. No, it's just
she is.
Type. But then she dyed her black, and I was like, that's anti Vince. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
nobody moving back down to NXT.
We'll get back
unless you're doing the draft that I said they should do. Nobody moving back down and not getting no belts. But yeah, if you look at that debut, you look to now, blonde hair, very little tan to black hair, tan as hell. Nah, bro.
Me and her the same complexion. I promise you.
She might be darker than Sia, to be honest. If we be real,
she's darker than Sasha Banks right now. I promise you.
That's a Karen.
To the point that Black Wrestling Twitter was like, "Oh, look at all this."
I like that jump. But they always trying to call it. No, I seen it. No, I seen when they first took the picture.
I'll give her one more defense. Not that I want to keep defending Manny Rose, but when I was watching Total Divas one time with my girl, one time the Miz went into the tanning booth and he didn't know what color to say. I don't know why he didn't. He had got a tan before, but I guess it was a different place. And he said it, and motherfucker came out more orange than Trump. He was orange, and you can't just wash it off. You could try.
Right. It needs to fade over time, but she ain't letting hers fade. She just keep getting dark, and it's
she
like
she probably
doubling down.
She probably in Orlando's son. She probably running.
Right.
It's no it is
right.
Stop it. That tan even as hell. There ain't no running in the sun.
That's crazy. No, I saw the picture. I saw it. I saw when she was holding the title. I see.
Let me put it in the group chat. I'm gonna find the specific picture that Twitter posted. Matter of fact, because I think I even shared it.
I've seen it. I saw the picture on the internet. Like I saw when Twitter was going out. Like I'm part of like this Black wrestling community on Facebook, and everybody's kind of So I'm like, people was talking about it, but most people was like it was nothing. But I guess now maybe it's gonna start blowing up even more because it seemed like it's getting darker. So yeah.
But like gradually, like every week, she becoming more and more of the brown skin community, and it's like, ma'am,
if she come out with a Mexican gimmick, I'm fine their ass up. I'm sorry.
Oh, but Kofi can be Jamaican. We said nothing.
Nah.
You know why I said nothing, Mike? First of all, I was a child. I thought he was
I know. I was young. I was young too. So yeah,
I believed him. The accent, and it wasn't a bad accent.
Yeah, no, I thought it was Jamaican too. I mean, I
believed it.
We all ignorant.
He had me fooled.
Yeah,
I was a child.
Yo, this picture of Manny.
Yokozuna was freaking.
This picture of Manny looks Mexican.
I've seen it.
Like, you see it though, right?
I've seen it.
And then you see, but you see the white part of her arm, right?
That's what I'm saying. It's a camera.
Look at your phone. Look at the evidence.
I can't because I'm using my phone to
That's terrible.
No. Plausible deniability.
Let's talk about how I told you guys that Tony Storm isn't shit.
Yo.
Damn. Yeah.
No, she's not though. Like she completely
Wait, y'all said that she not shit?
No, because of how they're treating her. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
When she first got there, she was in a love triangle.
Barely though. You can't even give her that.
Then she got
barely that.
Then she had like a 2-minute match, and then supposedly she was on before SmackDown and Raw, and got beat by Raquel.
Yep. Here's the thing about these NXT call-ups.
R.I.P. Tony
I don't know how many times you're gonna keep doing this, but
I mean, look, every time a call-up happens, what do you mean? Every time a call-up happens and it don't work, that's when the conversation is gonna happen.
Okay, it's not just with that. Aaliyah got called up literally like 6 months ago. She was beating like baby faces from the main roster on dark matches and shit. Have we seen Aaliyah on WWE TV? No.
And you know what?
Roster?
Yeah, she is. You know why that sucks? Because she worked her ass off to look how she looks now, and the work. Because you remember when Aaliyah,
if you win it on dark, you're gonna be losing. Like the same thing happening with Jeff Hardy and Karrion Kross, all that stuff. If you win in dark matches, just know your run about to be terrible. You better hope they jobbing you out of something.
No, just know if you're Jeff Hardy, you're disrespected.
Wait,
Cesaro, Jeff Hardy.
If you're Jeff Hardy, you're disrespected. He had an interview, got punked. By Brock. He got punked by Brock. Then he had an interview yesterday and got punked by fucking the stupid Corbin and other dude.
What? I missed that.
Yeah, they were joking on him. They were clowning him.
Yeah, but that's their whole
I missed
gimmick.
that.
Just walking around.
Yo,
bad jokes.
I was so on like Happy Corbin, and then they messed me up, man. I was like, oh, this is gonna be good.
It was no, I didn't say it was gonna be good. It had its
It
moments.
was
It's
good.
not
No,
bad.
it was good, and then all of a sudden,
Going from
Can I ask you a serious question?
it's from
At
Mike.
what point did you think that anything sounding Happy Corbin was going to be good?
Exactly.
it's not about the name though. Like it was
No,
more so
no,
how he
no.
was
It's not
portraying
about
it,
the
though.
name.
Yeah, he was portraying it the right because the term itself, he's Happy Corbin. I didn't think it was going to actually be Happy Corbin, and then I think it's gonna be Laugh Out Loud Corbin. Like I didn't see that.
Interesting, Kenny. You want to answer that?
No.
Yo, that's gonna be. I thought Chance had gave me a sound like, yo, that's disrespectful. I'm like, all I'm trying to do is state my case. I'm like, what happened? But now it just was a disappointment because again,
Apparently-
Baron Corbin is and
apparently-
the concept made sense. Yeah.
Let me defend my Happy Corbin take. Here's the thing. When I knew about Happy Corbin before because they Walkout had reported that they were
They was changing the
The
gimmick.
trademark and shit.
Yeah, the trademark. And I was ironically like, okay, this is gonna be fucking terrible. But then they did that
Exactly.
whole
Did he
got
debut?
his lug in his ass kicked, losing every week, being broke, wearing the same shirt, losing
It
money.
made sense.
And then they had him at the casino, win it all back, then lose it again. I'm like,
It
okay,
all
this is
made
actually
sense.
way better than what I
The
anticipated.
story was
Then
amazing.
they added Madcap Moss, who
Once he got added, that was the issue.
I'm not saying it was gonna be great, but
Mm-mm.
personally, I was tired of Corbin being gateway heel number 3. So I was like, okay, it's gonna be different. And Corbin, when he getting something besides the dog food stuff, he run with it. So I was like, okay, let's have a chance. But then they added
Discord is going off, B.
What?
Whose Discord is going off like crazy?
Oh, that's probably me too. Soccer is on. I'm in the soccer Discord. It's Saturday. That's gonna be all day long. I can't turn that off.
We do gotta talk because I need to know about some stocks to invest in with this metaverse coming. But go ahead.
All right, say less. Yeah, so it's just they just went too, and it was on
They went too
SmackDown,
far.
the good show as we call it. It just went too far, and then it
The
was like,
best-
oh, happy, let's tell jokes. And as I've told y'all several times, I talk about all the time, when WWE is trying to be funny and it's not ironic, like what I get to laugh at by myself in my room, it's when it gets terrible. That's because they're writers. I don't know if the writers, if it's just because we all know Vince sense of humor. He likes throw up in $1 billion butt club and all that stuff. Which
Did you say $1 billion butt plugs?
Kenny, that's Illuminati. That's not what it was called. It was Kiss My Blank Blank. You're getting it confused.
They've had several.
Yes, he's in that one, but we're talking about
Shut up.
on
Shut up.
TV.
Anyways, but yeah, so when they're trying to be funny, when they're forcing issue, it's obvious. That's when it goes to shit.
Yep.
He legit poured dog food on Roman Reigns.
Okay, like I said, I was tired of heel number 3 gateway.
No,
Lone
that
Wolf
was
Corbin
bad.
was fine.
Yeah. That's when Roman was
When he
hated.
lost Money in the Bank,
He was
trash.
hated. Everybody was hated.
Corbin has had his ups and downs. Ask your boy MJF. He highlighted all of them.
All right, so let me tell you. So I told you I gave up my NXT once I saw the Spiders. I gave up last night on SmackDown only for Roman when they had the trick or street fight.
Wait, Roman wasn't even
Oh,
on
wow.
last night. Was he?
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm
Yeah.
only watching for Roman segment. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. They had a trick or street fight. They had fucking pumpkins and all this shit in the ring fighting. Like, I'm done. I can't.
That wasn't that bad.
You guys have me on for some, yo. No,
wasn't
when you're watching AEW and then you're watching this, it just doesn't compare. Like it's just
They
crazy.
have gimmick
Let me
matches.
say
though.
something.
Like, they
This
have
AEW
So
those
that's
weird-
my point. And so how the hell do you forget that AEW is even coming on when you get
I
bullshit?
guess because I was so annoyed that I just turned it off. Yeah, I forgot.
So
SmackDown
you-
wasn't great, but
So then the correct thing is you can't blame AEW because it's not their product. So you're blaming WWE for
You said it comes
being
on too
so
late.
turned off
They might
wrestling.
as well put it at 8 because I'll watch that instead.
I'm gonna blame AEW for something else. When you watch AEW this is a good thing. This is to their credit.
Oh, okay.
So when you watch it over time, or even if you watch any one episode, I think I can safely say is you get a variety of different types of wrestling. You got the luchadors on there, you got high flyers, you got technical. We got it.
Mhm.
If we did anything we didn't have, we damn sure got it now. We
Right.
got everything
Yeah.
over there. So WWE, especially the SmackDown, the good show with Paul Heyman's influence, they want a variety of everything. How many street fights we seen on AEW? We've seen a couple, and they all been
wait,
fine.
you just said Paul Heyman influence. Where?
If you think Roman being able to have his own promos and all that stuff,
That's
is
his.
purely
That's
off
his.
of Roman,
That's Paul
it's not
Heyman's.
because before
That's his
Paul-
only thing. Yeah, that's his only thing. It's only Roman.
Okay, yeah, because we don't have any
Yeah.
Paul Heyman guys anymore. Every one of those guys is gone. Alistair Black gone. Cesaro's been jobbed out for years, except for the one main event they gave him with Roman. Like those guys are gone. Like they on the roster still in some cases, not.
But Paul don't need. Yeah, Paul don't need. I mean, this is kind of on top, but Paul doesn't need Paul Heyman guys to make a great product. Though.
You are correct, but if his influence is being held down, because remember, this is all happening after he was.
No, I just thought you was trying to say this is Paul Heyman's product. I'm like, this ain't Paul Heyman's product.
No, hell no. That's it'd be much better, even though SmackDown is the good show.
It is the better show. You keep saying the better show.
If you said a better show, I wouldn't be doing this. But people call it the good show as in it's better than AEW. That's what I'm saying. They're saying Friday nights is the best night of the wrestling week, not because of Rampage and SmackDown together, but because SmackDown is on. Like, this is genuine wrestling take.
SmackDown is not that bad though.
Yes, it is. It's not good because
no. It was good because I was defending it, but now I don't know what's happening.
This is 1 week chance.
I don't know what. No, it's starting.
It's not 1 week.
Have you noticed the steady decline of Chance? That we do. Like,
no. He said he was defending it. No, Chance has been slowly declining. Like Chance makes everything.
He's been steadily declining from.
No, for him,
SmackDown for a while.
So I was OD SmackDown.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the last few weeks, he's just been like,
no, because last week, because I'm like, you can't count, because last week half the program was Roman and Brock, like half the program.
That's the only thing I liked.
But I think WWE saw this right on the wall. That's why they brought in Cena when they did, because they didn't have to bring Cena in at that time. They didn't have to. I think they saw the writing on the wall. It's like, okay, well, we're in a little trouble here. Let's bring in Super Cena.
Just like yesterday. So I got two.
Let's bring in Super Cena.
Just like yesterday. So 2 things. The first thing is a question. Well, the first thing is I'm gonna point out, and the second thing is a question. The first thing is like the Usos.
Mm-hmm.
I love the Usos. Mm-hmm. Why do I got to see them against fucking Kofi and Xavier again?
That's the problem.
Because the tag team division.
This is 2016. This is if you literally turn the TV on for 2011, 2012, you'll see this exact same thing. That's the problem. Yeah, that is a problem. And then they went and had the match afterwards.
I love the Usos. But now you're fucking me up. Like I gotta watch this again.
If you bring back the bar, we'd literally be in 2011 all over again.
I'm telling you, this one I'll tell you. You guys know I love my family, the Usos, right? I didn't watch the main event. I turned it off.
I mean, it was classic, excellent matches.
I don't want to watch that again.
It's the same thing. So, it was a really good match.
Just like I wasn't supposed to see Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn no more, and they do it over.
I knew that was again, dog. I knew that.
I can't believe they brought them back on the same show again, bro. Like, but it's over now.
Yeah, what, bro?
Okay, it's over now.
That's their tribute to the hardcore fan.
Okay, so that was my point out. The second thing is maybe I overthought it. What was Charlotte's thing when she said it's Friday, it's just another day or another?
I thought I was tripping,
and then she winked in the camera.
I'm like, wait, what is that?
She's shooting.
Was that an AEW thing?
Wait. What she say? Hold on, because I don't watch. So what?
She said it was this just another, like for her winning the title. This just another Friday, and she winked in the camera. And then the announcers tried to play it off as if they knew what she was talking about, knowing dang well they didn't know what she was talking about. Either.
Clue. It was lost.
It'd be cool.
You know what I'm saying? So she said just another thing. Was that an AEW nod?
Nah. Oh, it could have been.
I think it could be that, or it could be like let's ignore what happened last Friday because that was some foolishness.
That it didn't come off as like what she wanted wasn't this. Like it wasn't for us to figure out. It was like we're supposed to know.
I felt like it was AEW because of what I said.
Something to do with her husband. Yeah, I mean fiance.
I think she's trying to get fired.
Maybe she's just.
It's subordination. First,
no, you know what it is.
Trolling, but how? But when you got to troll, you have to know what you like. What the
hold on? I got you right here, Mike. I haven't been 9 to 5 in a long time because I'm independent. Shout out to YouTube subscribers and the Patreon gang. We love you.
And his OnlyFans.
But check it out.
He's like, no, don't talk about that.
Check it out. So, you ever work a 9 to 5, right?
Every day.
You so nice there that you know you can't get fired. That you just do whatever the fuck you want to do, and just keep on pushing the buttons. I think that's what she's doing. I think she knows, like, yo, you'd be stupid to fire me.
I mean,
like,
okay.
Well, you hear reports. That's exactly how she acting, though.
She right, but here's the thing, right? I haven't got a chance to talk about this Charlotte Flair thing in depth because last week
nobody has
activity issues. But here's the thing, right? So
man, left hand didn't come.
Time I record can be so you can know when we recorded this, none of us knew, like really, like what like everything else that's happened backstage. So we talked about it, but it wasn't really like now what we about to talk about.
So
Right.
here's my take on Charlotte Flair thing. They saying she get too big for her bitches, all this other stuff. Thing about it is, right, when you live in wrestling, especially the daughter of Ric Flair, who never went back to Richard Flair, like he's been Ric Flair for most of his life. That's just who he is. So wrestling, like Chantel was saying, wrestling is real. Like for a lot of like I was explaining to my girl, like the Undertaker, the reason why he was so revered is because he never came out of kayfabe, but he was the Undertaker. It was like Ric Flair not coming out of kayfabe is like, okay, he's a real person. Like you could be Ric Flair in real life and survive. You can't be the Undertaker walking around looking like that.
Exactly.
Like, you live in
I mean, well,
and
there's
so,
a corner of the world where that's okay.
Like they become real. Not thank goodness everyone I'm working with is let me have the belt this time. This time I'm elevating the division. This time, that time. No, it's I'm the champion. I'm the standard. I'm not going away having kids like Becky Lynch. I'm not getting booed. When I'm getting booed, it's because I'm here. When I'm not. When she had that, I'm on Wednesday nights. I'm on Friday. When she was on every day, and some people were getting sick of it. Some people loved it. So when you have that stuff keep going and going, and then you got the other show. They seemingly their only problem is the women division. You gonna fire me? How you gonna do it? You can't. So she pushing these buttons. Like Chance say, she's so nice with it. She been here. She could do that. Like I understand now. Not working with other people. It's like this is wrestling.
See,
like,
that's what I was gonna say.
It's how
like,
it's supposed to work. You got to work with other people. But these reports is coming out. Why weren't they coming out before Becky came back? That's my question. Because Sasha Banks, Bailey, all these people have been working with Charlotte, no problem. They had some bangers, and we ain't had no backstage talk about nothing except when she went to Oy to go get those health issues. So we didn't hear nothing. And Charlotte went off the TV. We they're gonna let you miss her, and then they brought her back too soon. Like I said, when that happened. So like people complain about this, but why didn't this come out before? Like why is it? Is Becky the only? Is Becky leading the charge, or she's speaking up for everybody else, and it was just being silent?
That's what I was gonna say. So it's two ways to look at it. It's Becky came back and realized something like, something is off. Like maybe remember she spent a long time away, and sometimes that just give you perspective. And then when people become parents, it changes your perspective on things. So maybe when Becky came back, she looked around and was like, "Man, like I don't like it's something really off about like what's going on around here." And maybe people were too afraid to speak up because Charlotte is, as you just said, like she is Charlotte freaking like she is the the Rock, Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels, like she is that of the women's division to them. Like she keeps getting the title put on, so it's like so who's going to speak up? Bailey wasn't in the locker room anymore. Bailey was MIA. So who was the veteran leader? Sasha Banks wasn't in the locker room anymore. Like she was off and on. So who was the veteran leader to kind of call Charlotte out on stuff? It's like Charlotte, like nah, that's not how you was acting before. Like chill.
But let me say this to that, right? But for the booking, can you really say Charlotte holding anybody down? Look at the booking in the women's division. Who is she like? Who was like, oh, this would have been great if it wasn't for Charlotte?
It's not Charlotte's fault.
Everything is terrible. Like,
it's not Charlotte's fault.
Only things we're looking at is
every match for Charlotte.
She is holding people down, but it's not her.
Who's not getting limelight?
I'm not blaming her. I'm blaming the booking itself.
Every time we see something in Charlotte Night, we had Lily bullshit, Dewdrop bullshit. Even Marie, they pulled her back, giving her way too much money.
That's booking. So what they do?
So
Charlotte was booked better. Like it's not like Charlotte was booked better. Like bro, like you get like Charlotte
terribly.
I'm gonna put this. Look, Charlotte is great in the ring, right? Mm-hmm. But me, like maybe I'm in a world of my own. But it's like sometimes when I just see her so much, it's like bro, like I don't have to see her all the time. It's literally like when they force feed Roman.
I definitely get that.
It's the booking. It's not her. It's the booking. Now we don't know what that goes on backstage. Like, I'm not putting this person over. Like, we don't know if that's what she
don't.
But
besides Bianca Belair, who's over? That's my thing. Like the booking. Yeah, it's like thing about it is right. Charlotte could come out and say this is my stuff, and she do her, and they won't have that. The only booking problem is she's on too much. But everybody else is like,
they're not giving her.
What are they giving
because of her? She's not giving
time.
Her. They're not giving her. They're not giving anybody else a spotlight. See, that's the issue, and it's not.
Even when they do it terribly anyway. So these people should. I'm not saying you should be mad at Charlotte, but I'm saying you might want to talk to a little bit more too.
I'm just saying the general.
Look, Chad, I want case in. Even when they don't do it right. They gave Rhea the title, horrible run. They gave Bianca the title, horrible run. So it's like you're forced to go back to Becky and Charlotte.
No, they forced themselves to go
back.
They're doing that.
Yeah,
because they booked them horrible. So it's like I don't want to see that.
That makes no doubt.
Bianca was booked horribly.
She just wasn't booked as good as we wanted her to be booked.
Right,
she
because let's remember the roster.
I got you. That's why I got you. Because
Rhea was booked bad.
Because you just said that you don't like how Bianca's being booked.
No, I didn't.
No, I'm talking to CL.
Oh,
No,
okay,
no, no,
okay,
no, no.
okay.
I hold on, because what I said was I don't like how they book her as the
The
strongest,
powerhouse, yeah.
right? As this powerhouse, great
Yeah.
word, and then we see her losing. Like
What's
realistically,
what happened in her title run?
she should be undefeated. Realistically, if she's this big powerhouse, and that's why I said they're giving her the Braun Strowman treatment,
But-
um,
right? Mm-hmm.
and it's messed up.
That's what I'm saying. That was her title run.
I didn't, but while she had the title, she had good matches because of the fact that she also dibbled and dabbled with other women. It
They
wasn't
was
just
one of
solely
them.
the 4 horsewomen and that was it. Like we saw other women wrestle, we saw a lot of variety. So that part I did like. I don't think she had a horrible run. I do agree that maybe the booking wasn't the
It wasn't the
greatest,
greatest, but
but
it wasn't horrible.
right, it wasn't horrible.
Rhea's was bad, but Rhea's so young. You give me okay.
And
No,
Rhea's so good. Like
They dropped the ball with Rhea because when Rhea was in NXT, she was the champ. I was dying for her to come up like, yo, get the belt, go crazy.
No, I didn't want her to come up.
Oh,
You never want
it's just-
somebody to come up.
Yeah, we
He's
know
saying
better.
yeah,
We know
he
better.
was ready because that's what NXT is supposed to be.
You
Like
said
when you
I
have a
was
star that maxed out.
ready for a new face.
Yeah, when you have
No.
a star that's maxed out in NXT, you have to want them to come up. Like again,
Nope.
in theory, like that's kind of
I
what it
mean,
is.
with NXT now, you might as well because it's just.
Yeah, oh yeah, now definitely.
No, but even back then, though, you kind of again.
I mean, yes, that's
not,
the idea.
Not
It's supposed to
thinking
be-
book, yeah, not thinking how they're going to destroy them, but just in general, right? Like Rhea Ripley was kind of like a can't miss prospect. Like it's like, oh, you can't mess her up.
So let
But
me
then
ask
you
you,
realize
But see,
Samoa Joe.
history
If
can't
you
be
think
true
about like
because besides the 4 horsemen and KO, who's a successful call up? They like
right? That's
Ricochet
and
and
that's what I
Aleister
was
Black are
gonna
putting a
ask.
tag team as a call up. Like
That's
What?
exactly what I was gonna ask. If
Maybe
Street Profits was
maybe,
extremely successful.
maybe Drew.
Drew, I
Maybe-
mean,
Yeah.
he was-
Drew's on the main roster already. I'm not even going.
right.
They
He was
already messed it up, so they couldn't mess it up again. They messed it up the first time
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
So
we
my
can't do but Street
before
Profits.
NXT existed.
Sorry, Sia.
my
Go ahead.
question is for you guys then: at what point
Never.
did you think that okay, maybe these call-ups aren't a good idea? Like for me, I'm gonna be
Me?
honest. For me, it was once I saw Bobby Roode get called up because of how just big over everything he was at NXT, then came to because remember he debuted.
Not even. Because I remember I told you that Bobby Roode and Impact was like fucking Triple H.
Right. So with
He was part of
everything
Beer
being
Money,
said
then he
and
broke
seeing his
off.
transition, coming to the main roster, how he started with the Fro Glorious, everything, music, phenomenal, everything about him. And then to see him just like not even plateau. Like plateau would mean that we at least still see him.
You saw a rise.
Right.
So you're trying to see.
Right.
So
I tell you,
but maybe he hasn't been showing up. It's
I'm trying
like
to think of who mine was. I'm
I'll tell you
thinking.
mine was Shinsuke.
Shinsuke.
I don't count Shinsuke because he reached the ceiling.
Count.
Shinsuke was nice in NXT, nice in Japan. He came up and I was like, what is he doing?
He and AJ Styles.
Well, you know,
He
how
started off a little bit
Shinsuke
shaky,
goes.
Chance, but he actually like he reached the pinnacle. of
No.
success.
What killed him was the AJ Styles feud. That feud was terrible.
Yes.
They just
I
kept
can
The
hitting him.
match was great. The feud was bad.
Okay, so
Chance,
for
I
him,
think
it's
honestly,
Shinsuke. Who for you, Mike?
honestly like not to piggyback on what you're saying, but when I think about it, and it's like it was very early when they started calling up NXT people, and I was like, dang, this sucks. And they had to be Bobby Roode because I really thought he was going to be the World Heavyweight Champion. Me personally, or at the very least carry the mid card title to, what Seth Rollins did for the U.S. Championship. I thought he was going to do that.
Or
He's
what
been
the Miz
nothing.
did
Tag
for
team.
Intercontinental?
Hmm?
Or what the Miz did for the Intercontinental?
Oh no, you know what was for me?
Who?
It took me longer. It was Andrade. That's
I
what
was
it
gonna
was.
say. I was gonna say.
That's what it took me. It took me a while. It took me a while because I was okay with Bobby Roode. I mean, I wasn't okay with it. I thought it was bad, but I'm like, okay, they called up Andrade. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be the guy. They did everything like you thought they was gonna do. They Selena Vega. And
Right.
Andrade had a 5-star
him.
match down there in NXT.
It was him.
Got called up.
It was him. That's when I realized, okay, Carlos was like, it's never gonna work.
Yeah.
You know when the banger was when Tommaso was like, I ain't never leaving.
No, he put the fork in it.
Things though.
No, that wasn't a bank for me. It was when Kevin Owens said, I want to go back down. When he was campaigning to go back to NXT. I'm like, oh, okay. So he doesn't even like it on the main roster. So that's when I was like, so Andrade was the one that made me realize, dang, like call-up's just not going to be successful.
It was crazy.
And when I read the
not a bad
report,
call up. So for him to want to go back down, that's
my point. That was telling for me, you know. And again, but if you think about all the people that's caught up in between, like Cesaro and stuff, it's like for every KO, you know, there is a Cesaro. So it's like you have an elite talent. I mean, this dude is what.
When you said that there is a Cesaro, let's clarify. Do you mean that like greatness in the ring, or just like the booking sucks?
And a character, a wrestler you can see who has superstar potential, who just never get booked correctly. So for every KO,
all the call-ups.
Yeah.
Because that's not true. Because what about the dude with the fro who ran around the ring a lot with people behind him? I don't think he
No
has
Way
superstar
Jose.
potential. No Way Jose. I think he has superstar potential. I thought he had excellent like mid card potential, but not superstar. I don't.
He still didn't. But you know, it's funny. He still didn't achieve that. So even then, it's still a failure. So it's
like
like
for NXT that worked, but not for. It was no point of calling him up. Like Austin Theory, I think has superstar potential, but not.
I told you that when he was in Evolve, I think they were dubbing him the next Cena.
Sure was.
Then he came up to NXT and it was just like, what is happening?
Sure was. I mean, look at our good brother, Keithington Lee.
Wait, hold on.
It's just Bearcat now.
Because man,
let's look at our good brother.
You know what's crazy? That failed in the most different of fashion. Everybody else,
no, that's true.
They put straight in the title picture.
Exactly.
And then he was feuding with Randy, and then he wasn't because Randy feuded with Drew for 6 months. And then it's like, wait,
he was remember he was like,
just beat Randy fucking Orton, who held the belt this year.
And it's almost as if Randy said, you know what, he did like that's him. I lose to him. And then Vince was like,
Brock like Keith.
Randy obviously like
Randy likes Keith. Drew like all these people who you got to work with. That's
this
how
dude can be a phenomenal heel, and the way he speaks, he talks like Thanos. Like it's like a Sale. Like he's like he remind me of Sale. Like when Sale first came onto the scene, he was like, yes, okay, the Dragon Fighter.
But part of the Vince doesn't like that cadence. He wants his wrestlers to talk the way.
Now that cadence is phenomenal. That cadence is ridiculous. Like it's undermining. It's condescending. I hate when he talks in a good way because I'm like, yo, I punched that nigga in the face like that. Like that's how he made me feel.
Educated motherfucker.
Yeah. How dare he talk to me like that?
Hey, so I haven't heard him, but they said 3 people got their music changed: Keith Lee, Damian Priest, and somebody else.
Damian Priest music and Tron got changed. This is Keith Lee's like.
When did that happen?
Damian Priest, they changed the Tron and they changed the song. Keith Lee, this is like 3rd song change. So he got called up. Who's the 3rd person?
I don't
remember a 3rd person. I remember those 2 though.
When did Damian Priest song get changed?
Last week
on Raw.
Yeah, last week on Raw.
So it wasn't the same. So I guess I didn't realize it.
They took off the fire on the Tron too.
That's why it looked weird to me. I'm like something. I knew something was weird.
Yeah.
Oh man, they did my dog like that. They don't want him to be a superstar.
I knew they
the interest is matter, man.
Changed the name of his move because they gave Mia Yim the name Reckoning as part of Retribution, so they made him change the Reckoning to something else. And I was like, just change her name because not anybody give a damn, or take her off of Retribution, or stop.
Let's get to the real shit.
That wasn't the real shit.
No.
That people hate Mustafa Ali because his name is Mustafa.
Yes, there you go. I'm glad we read each other's mind. Why?
The fuck? That was weird.
Why in the world would I believe that Ali could be Drew when he's been getting buried by other dude?
I would believe that Mustafa.
Before, yes.
Or
now with the booking, why would I believe you haven't started?
I haven't watched though.
I ain't gonna lie. This man came out and said, "Yeah, I was a SmackDown hacker." I was done there. that was it for me. I was like,
facts. Like
we all thought that was who it was. It was something intriguing. Then they gave us Retribution.
We knew it was him. Like that's the thing. We're like, man, when he comes back,
we were excited for it. And then let's think about all the storyline threads that was connected to the SmackDown hacker. Mandy Rose, Ziggler, that whole thing was going on. SmackDown hacker was involved with that. Like we had so much threads to pull on.
Retribution was supposed to be so nice with the SmackDown hacker,
throwing bricks into already broken windows, cutting ropes only on SmackDown but not on Raw.
We talk about the good side. We're not talking about the stupid. Remember, we talking about what it could have been.
Nah, didn't the hacker interfere in Raw Underground?
Even if he did, it doesn't matter. The point is he was that good, and everybody wanted to see it because everybody like it has to be Mustafa, right? Because it only made sense. And then this dude is so good at cutting a promo. He no matter what you give him,
Wait,
he's
why
great.
did it make sense?
Because he was that good. Like he was gone. He was off TV for a minute, and his character. Yeah. No, it just
sure we...
if you want to bring somebody back with that type of gimmick,
racist.
like that intellectual, like Mustafa, man. I'm sorry, Ali now. Because I'm pretty sure that's what Vince going with this.
What is the Mustafa thing? Are they trying to make it racist?
Yes,
because
that's
he
exactly what it
tries to
was.
figure out how to say his name properly. And Redneck.
Because my name is Mustafa, so you don't like me, Vince. Why you made that man go say that?
He said that.
Yeah, Vince. Yo, and then like Mustafa, like this dude is he's so amazing, right? Like I think I told you this story before, maybe not.
He lost Mansoor.
Everyone loses the Mansoor in Saudi Arabia. Chance.
No, he lost him again on the main.
Forget Saudi Arabia. He lost him again, and then again, like it's stupid. But Ali is so amazing, right? Because you know
then you'll come out and challenge Drew, talking about, oh, I'm better than you. How? You lost to Mansoor.
Logically, from a story perspective, it doesn't make sense. But the thing about Mustafa Ali, like in real life, like the reason why I like this dude.
Go ahead.
You remember Money in the Bank when Brock came back? Tell me if I told you the story or not, or if y'all heard it. When Brock came back, you know, he was supposed to win. And he said when he was leaving the curtain, they told him that he was going to lose. Like right before his entrance music, he was like, hey, you know, Vince told him you're going to lose. And you have to go up there, you have to look surprised. And he was like, so that surprise look, oh, that was real. Because he didn't know, he just wasn't expecting that to happen. So he wrestled the whole match, put on an excellent match, knowing that he was going to lose and he was supposed to win, right?
Who?
This is Mustafa Ali.
Okay.
And in the interview, he said, but I take pride in that because it's like, you know, that Brock Lesnar with the boom box and the what is it called? The hat thingy, whatever. He was like that dancing Brock, like, you know, I was the reason why that happened. And I'm like, dang, dog, this nigga don't deserve this. Because it's just he came off so humbled and so just like, like I get it, man. Like, you know, like it's part of the business. I'm like, bruh, god dang, dog. He like, dog, he do not like this man. Like he took the Kofi Kingston thing in stride, like everything. And I'm like, bro, this dude just.
And then they could have made a story out of that, didn't
they? Could have.
They started. They gave us a little. It was like Elimination Chamber. They talked about it, and then nothing happened in Elimination Chamber. Well, there was one other thing that reminded me of.
Dang, Mustafa Ali. Imagine having Mustafa Ali. You have, but again, when I saw him, I'm like, oh, he's just gonna be treated just like Neville was or Pac.
Vince don't like small guys.
We know this.
Yeah, he only pushes them. He's forced to push them by everybody.
And as they get over, he hates it.
Yep. But they don't have a choice.
How dare they get over?
That's exactly what
I'm pretty sure Adam Cole would not have been allowed to do Adam Cole Bebe on the main roster, and I would have fucking lost my shit.
First of all,
I love doing that shit.
The match that they had, the Elite versus the Dark Order?
Of course we did.
Yeah, fire.
I feel like you're lying.
I did watch it.
Oh, okay.
This is on Dynamite, right? Because I'm like on Rampage. I ain't finished Rampage yet. I only seen seen Kingston and Daniel Bryan's match on Rampage.
That's what everyone saw. That's when they started walking out.
I said,
that's when everybody started walking out.
After that, they walked out because they didn't want to see
God,
I said the Marshmallow Man.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't pay attention.
Thanks.
Ghostbusters, and then yeah.
I watched the Super Elite.
You say you don't?
I watched the Super Elite.
He watched it. That's the first thing he texted everybody. Like, ooh, look at this. They're cartoons, and I love it. But if somebody else wrestles with pumpkins, I'm mad.
It was Halloween, and they were dressed as Ghostbusters.
Say a little louder, Mike.
They were dressed as Ghostbusters. That was cool.
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah, exactly. But they can't have a themed match. That was actually pretty good. Like the match wasn't even bad.
They have pumpkins in the ring? No.
It's not a street fight.
It's
not a street fight within the ring.
I love it.
Oh no, it took place outside the ring. You saw SmackDown, right?
Unfortunately.
Damn, you watched SmackDown.
I'm
you have to. No, it's not
live at double speed. Oh, come on now.
Oh, okay.
Before soccer started.
Nobody watches SmackDown live.
A million people literally do.
I do, but I
you
won't.
know what I mean.
You know,
because I can't see the commercials. Like it's enough already. Like that the only thing they botching like bad.
What are they doing with it? Because if she's supposed to come to the bloodline, how's that even gonna happen?
Too long.
See,
yeah,
they
exactly.
thought about that,
but
then they saw Baby Oos down on NXT. Like, no one forget her. Fuck it, we got another Oos.
The point of a stable is fucking grow.
Before we go to Baby Oos and how I booked that fire, let's talk about.
We gotta have a fantasy booking contest because it's
like mine was fire, but Naomi. What are they going to do? They're just going to have her keep on getting beat up by Sonya Deville, and then Roman's going to come out and be like, nah.
You know what's crazy?
But that's too
I don't know.
cool. Like they're not gonna do
Here's
that.
the thing, right?
Yeah, so how they going to bring it to the bloodline?
Here's the thing, right?
They dropped the chance it's over, bro. Like
Here's the thing,
that's
right?
what I think happened.
When they talk about
I think
Alexa
it's over.
Bliss, even before that stupid Lily shit, they never brought up all the time about how many times she's been champion, all this stuff. But whenever Naomi's in the ring, they say former SmackDown Women's Champion at least 3 times in the match. And I'm like, are they doing this on purpose, or is just Michael Cole don't know what the fuck to say? Because if you keep harping on it,
just that.
all it's gonna do is make us upset. Because look what you're doing to the person you keep pointing out. Because there's other women who've been champion.
Would you rather him do what Corey Graves did, which is she's not gonna be successful?
I ain't gonna lie.
She
He and
sucks.
Chance on real and everything, but I'm on Chance with the Corey Graves shit. Take him off TV as far as I'm concerned.
He's a loser.
Wait, no, Corey Graves is really good on the mic. Y'all
No.
don't
Yeah,
like Corey Graves?
Corey Graves on a mic.
I just want bring back Jerry Lawler if you want a heel commentator.
What?
Damn.
Nah, Corey Graves, but Corey Graves it's this modern day version of Lawler. He's that good. Like he's good, man. I like him as a heel.
I don't like Corey.
I mean, I'd rather him
personally,
than,
I could
I'd rather him
imagine
than Byron
because how he comes off.
Byron's not the heel commentator, so it's
You mean you don't like him as commentator, or you don't like how he comes off as a human being?
the shit he just what are you saying? Like
He's
No.
weak.
Yeah,
But I love it.
I don't like him, and I don't like my other buddy, the former NFL player.
Don't say you don't like Pat McAfee.
oh no, I love Pat McAfee.
You don't like Pat
That
McAfee?
nigga is
Not
amazing.
He's always trying to say something to pop culture.
Yo,
But that's who he
I
is, though.
hold on.
This is
So,
fucking like that's who he is.
Let's bring back when he first came. Do you see how excited he was to say 619 for the first time? I feel like that would be me as a commentator.
But that's what makes him unique.
Can
though.
we get rid of Chance? Because what the fuck?
That's what I'm saying
How
about the
would you
dump the
like that?
button. Yeah, what
Because
the
he's acting like a fake Stuart Scott.
No, come on, Chance. What the
don't
fuck?
think he's-
Come on, dog.
He was on SmackDown talking about what's a
Mike's like, I'm leaving. Fuck.
he was on SmackDown talking about what's a goon to a goblin.
Yo, not when you.
Damn, Chance got Mike up out of here.
Now I know what to do.
No.
He's over here talking about what's a goon to a goblin.
It was fun. The man listened to rap
They can't all
music.
hit, man.
No, he's been a culture vulture.
Kenny. Jeez.
Shut up.
Right in my face.
Oh, don't be sensitive. You just being sensitive.
All
No,
right,
he tripping. You
all right,
tripping.
you guys like him taking the culture. That's cool. Go ahead.
He's not taking the culture, bro. Like,
What?
He's
dog,
okay.
this man
see,
is
I-
not.
I-
Be
wait,
that
wait, wait.
person.
Let me see
Do
something.
not
For real,
be
Chance.
that
Go ahead, Kenny. Go ahead.
how much of Pat McAfee did you see before he came to NXT and then SmackDown?
Oh, you mean when he fought Adam Cole?
Don't say that was
Which was that not amazing? The
That was
fact that
fire.
this man was
that was the
never
best
a
debut match I've
wrestler?
ever seen from a non-wrestler.
Dog,
Right.
Chance, you need to leave because what you're doing is like crazy.
That might have been like mini feud of NXT for the year, bro. Like wait, and this
Thanks.
wait a second.
Pat McAfee
It's
was
That wasn't fire.
Man, if you've seen him on any NFL network, if you ever
But
seen him
that's what I was trying to get
around,
to.
like
If you
that's
watch-
who
if
he
you watch
is,
him on
man.
Barstool and stuff like that. Like
Yeah, that's who he
you
is.
gotta remember, he may seem like a little, but remember he a punter. Like this is a guy who's pretty old because to leave the NFL you gotta be pretty old. But at the same time, it's like he's still
No,
in
you mean
there,
oh,
so
you mean
it's
because of punter? Oh,
yeah,
not
yeah,
like,
like, so I'm saying like he not as young as like recently retired. He's like 36, but he's like he right there. So he's like
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
he listen to hip hop like this. Like Barstool, yeah, they ran. I'm gonna come straight out with this. They ran by white people, but they're like the type of white people who literally would hang out with my friends and be okay because
ingratiated in the culture. Yeah,
all
like
these hip hop, like they that's just the culture. They in the culture.
hip hop
I'm
is
like,
a culture.
I'm on
Chance.
the outside looking in and I'm trying to steal. No,
I
You
know.
ain't trying to be black. You know it's a culture. You like. So don't be mad. That man ain't trying to. He ain't trying to steal nothing.
I mean, again, some people do it the way Mandy Rose do it and actually change their skin color. Some people
Bro,
just say black stuff.
There we
leave,
go.
leave
There
Mandy
we go,
alone,
kids.
bruh.
There's different ways to do it.
Dog, leave Mandy alone.
And then we got
I'd
some
rather
people
Pat
like
way
Vince
than
McMahon,
Mandy's
like,
way.
See, Vince be trying to capitalize wearing the do rag and
the
like,
bags, like
my
what you
nigga.
do with
I
that?
still remember that to this day. I remember watching it on TV, dog.
That's
I
way
remember
out.
watching that on TV.
Right, like come on.
Yeah, Retribution was supposed to be Antifa, like that, but that was them making fun of Antifa. So like they do this all the time. It's just you gotta.
Pat
Yeah,
McAfee is
antennas
not
on.
one of them though.
Yeah.
I said, but Pat is not
Yeah,
one of
no,
them.
that's
Yeah, no,
stop
he's
it.
not.
genuinely just how he is. Like
Stop it.
if you watch any of his interviews with any athletes, it's just how
That's how
he
he
is.
is, man.
He's like Joe Rogan, but less
Exactly.
white.
What's the other dude named? The short, bald dude, less stocky, who trained all the athletes. He be on Fox. He be on
I
Fox
can't
with Reggie
remember
Bush
his
and
name
them.
right now, but yeah,
Jay Glazer.
Huh?
Jay Glazer.
Jay Glazer. Same thing. Joe Rogan, Jay Glazer, Pat McAfee.
I'm
Yeah.
mad
Are they
that
at the barbecue or not?
I'm mad that we spent 6 minutes and 7 seconds on Pat.
you don't
Because
come
of
out with the slander, bro.
you
Yeah.
did this. You started
I
this.
ain't acting like he greatness, but you making it seem like
No, but
he's
he,
trash.
but Kenny, but he doesn't have potential to be great, right? Like, I mean, you can almost say he's not gonna be in
I don't know.
WWE for
'Cause
like
I think the novelty might wear off over time. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But thing is,
but he also
Pat
might
on the
wear, like,
mic,
but he
he
also
knows
might
how to work the mic,
adjust.
though. Like,
The mic is the mic. That's what I'm saying.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? In your defense, I guess
Okay,
I
I got a comparison for you real quick.
WWE announcers are so horrible that you guys are amazing with Pat.
Think about let's compare.
Wow,
Wait.
bro.
But
Remember
he
that-
wasn't an announcer for.
But
I
wait,
mean,
but wait.
We
Let's
all liked
compare.
him because
Oh,
Remember
I
when
know
they
he-
got,
He wasn't.
came
He
from
was
ESPN?
an A1 wrestler. He was an A1 wrestler that fought Adam Cole.
I didn't say A1. I said that was the best
nobody said
debut
that.
by a non-wrestler. That's what I said.
Yeah,
Okay, let's compare Pat McAfee to that buddy they had off of ESPN who only lasted what 4 weeks or whatever it was. You
Right.
make those comparisons. Guy
Yep.
whose job is this is literally what he's doing. Is obviously he wasn't doing in
Mhm.
wrestling compared to Pat McAfee. Like, see how hard it was for him, and all he had to do was literally listen to what Vince was screaming in his ear and just repeat it.
Let me ask you a question.
It was.
So you think that's because of what you're saying? Or
No
because,
chance. That's not what he's
I'm
saying.
saying traditionally,
or-
no,
I-
Chance.
I haven't finished my thought. I haven't finished
But
my
I
thought.
know what you're
I
about
didn't finish my thought. Or is it because Pat has a larger audience, so Vince wants that?
okay, that is part of it. But here's the thing: a WWE commentator's traditional job, besides Jim Ross, is to say whatever Vince is yelling in the air. Pat get to say what he wants, like a Jim Ross. He's not Jim Ross, but he gets to say what he wants
because he's
own
not a
box.
but he's not a color comment. Like he's not color. I'm saying he's not a play-by-play either.
He's not
He's color.
exactly.
So. Oh,
That's
see,
what
I
Chance
fed a
likes.
chance. Yeah, I fed a chance. Dang it. Yeah, because it's color. I see what I did. No, that's not what I meant. Not what I meant.
You only have my culture vulture statement.
Oh my
Well, he
god.
took color. He
Man,
took
it's not
color
a culture
commentator to
bullshit.
a-
He's
to a-
not.
different,
He's
shit.
not.
Pat,
You just
we
don't
with
like
you.
him.
All right, so Pat's amazing. Let's move on.
We don't need you to say that if you're not going to be authentic.
You
You don't have to say
Right.
that. We all know this.
Right.
Us here, we know this. Whatever side. they
Everybody
on.
know it.
We
All
don't
the
need you
real
to say
ones
it.
know it.
He's amazing.
Here you go.
Morrow
Condescending tone is it's
is way better than him.
Miro?
Who?
Morrow. See, so
Miro?
I was
Fix
okay
his
with
name.
Morrow. I rather Morrow than what's the buddy name on Vic whatever who's on there now. He yelled too much.
Oh,
He
you
yelled
who
too
got
much.
fired?
He
don't know what that
Morrow is all right.
Like I would take a Mamma Mia over what's a going to a goblin.
No, I'm not.
It
I'm
was
saying
one-
I rather Morrow. But
Hold
I'm
on,
saying
time out.
Morrow
Wait, I'm
compared
not
to
gonna keep
right
letting him
now,
slide with that.
Something
The
hip-hop.
man was saying that. Nope, he was saying it was Halloween.
So
and
every
was
week he
using
said
it,
something hip hop.
but going to a goblin. Like it was the reference.
You know what?
Halloween, like,
I know someone has it on YouTube. Every week he says something hip hop related.
because he listens to hip hop.
No, because that's what Vince wants him to do.
That
Is
is
to
not
pop
what-
culture.
Oh,
Vince
my
don't know nothing about no
God.
hip hop.
Every time-
Vince Dollars never even heard that phrase.
Every time they use a pop culture reference on Raw, it's like Dumb and Dumber, which is almost as old as I am.
That's a Vince.
So
That's
that's how you know that's Pat B and Pat. That's what I'm saying. Like the pop culture references they make normally are 15 the minimum years too late.
He got my dog Byron Saxon talking about some.
Don't say
Knowing
no-
this man,
I hate Byron
No,
Saxon.
he don't.
I know it's probably because he's a device of Vince, but it's terrible.
he's
I've
definitely
never
part
been
of
more ashamed of a commentator in my life. He'd be too excited to see the New Day. He just be doing too much. It's just
I know you're not talking about Pat jumping on the damn table for Shinsuke.
because he's a fool. That's his
That's
personality.
he's
great.
a commentator. They're not the same.
He's a fool.
So let me get
So Chance.
so
All right.
let me get it straight. You guys are excited that someone jumps on the table.
I didn't
We're
say-
not. It's just funny. Like it's stupid.
I
Like,
like
it's like
that.
look at this idiot. Like it's funny.
Him soaking his feet with Big E was hilarious. That was funny.
Yo, any
Exactly,
thing
bro. Like
with
this dude
him
know
and
how to
Big
do it.
E. Like I
Nah, it's
never
money.
realized I need the both of them on commentary at the same time.
Big E should have been WWE
Yep.
champion forever ago. You see what this man has done outside of the Iowa game because he's a former D tackle for them.
Yo, that speech,
The fight,
I was ready to run through
both
a
of
brick
those
wall,
intros.
dog.
What he did, he's been on Breakfast Club. The man can talk. Like we've been.
No, we said that he's like I told you he's the John. He was literally like he's next. Like he's that next
Yeah, he
face
finna do
of
the
the
gauntlet.
company.
He should actually not have to
Yeah.
defend his belt except for at the Big Four That's
Vince gonna protect him. He gonna do what
Don't
he
be
did
so
with
sure.
Dan Bryan.
I reserve my judgment.
Vince gonna protect
I
him.
don't know about Vince protecting him.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna reserve my judgment on that one.
Vince gonna protect him. You said Vince gonna protect. You said Vince gonna protect the black man.
Yeah,
That-
this
that-
one,
Okay.
this black man, the
Okay.
same way he did Dwayne. It's gonna be exactly the same way.
I
same
don't know
way.
about that.
Watch.
Mike, as a person who they tried to flame you for you explaining to people that the Rock is black, you can see how Vince can look the other way because other people didn't believe you, even though
Yeah, but the nigga
was
is
a
not
former wrestler,
no
he's
matter
clearly
which way
black.
you look, the nigga is not black. Like if you know your history, unless you ignorant, like you can't untake the blackness away from it.
See, Rock's skin color is his skin color because it is Mandy is getting tan. See, that's the difference. See,
Bro, leave this lady alone.
No.
I'm just saying the I seen the Rock play for you. That ain't a tan. He just black. Like that's his skin color.
But going back, the reason why I say Vince is going to protect Big E like he did with the Rock and like other John Cena, Roman Reigns is because of that reason. He found his next.
Don't leave Bad Bunny. He did it too. They use Bad Bunny for that same thing. They know how to do it. Like Bad Bunny went to the 24/7 championship on.
No. I'm saying as far as making Big E like the next face, because if y'all want to say Vince is a racist or he don't like.
He said
so
no.
wouldn't he?
I don't have to say he's.
Let me rephrase that because racist is strong word. But if he's anti-black, right? So he will also be one of those people who would see a new shiny black toy. Let me put it in front of everybody for as long as I could until it wears off.
Correct.
So that's why I think he's going to protect because he finally found the token. Since Dwayne, who he can use.
Yeah, but that's so the difference between Big E and Dwayne is the fact that WWE acknowledged Dwayne when he really became The Rock as being Samoan.
I'm not taking that away.
He was blackness alone.
That was 23 years ago. You give me I'm saying like now it would be Vince. Imagine Vince need a black champion. What do you mean I need a black champion? You need a black champion. Trust me, man, it's not gonna work. All right, forget it. We're gonna use Big E. Can he be funny? Yeah, Vince, he could be funny. Do people like him? Yeah, Vince. Hey, look at him. He looks like a bodybuilder, right? Yeah. See, Vince, you're getting it now. So that's what I think. It's gonna help keep Big E protected. I think that's going to help him continue.
I see what you're saying. He has the qualities, minus the fact that he's black, that Vince would normally go after.
In today's society,
right? And he's not that tall. I mean, but I think that when that belt does come off of Big E,
it ain't gonna be to no other black wrestler.
Hell no. And also it's not gonna be something where we're gonna respect it, it's
we all gonna be pissed. No matter how it happens, it's not gonna be the right way, because ideally for us it would be an amazing it has to be somebody big like KO, making his climbing his way back to the top as Omega Hill.
Will be going by then. He'll be going
he out of there.
Which is true.
My
an example. Or it would be somebody like Finn Balor's on Raw, right?
He's leaving too.
Stop. First of all, that man ain't going nowhere. Stop
his contract's up. It's coming up.
And he's going to, if it's going to do? WWE Championship.
No.
He's done it before.
Vince started. What? Finn helped start the Bullet Club. That should not be enough to keep him there. I don't care. He helped start the Bullet Club. If he don't come join his Bullet Club storyline,
the man been with his boys before. Like, it's not like he never wrestled with his boys. He's been with his boys. No.
Finn isn't having fun. He's gone. He's gone.
How do you know Finn ain't having fun? Dog, stop putting words in the man's mouth, man.
But I doubt it. He could be having fun.
All right, tell me. Okay, wait, hold on. Wait. Go ahead, ask me the question, because I have a question for y'all.
If you were Finn right now,
I'm not gonna answer that because I can't pay. We can't do if was fifth, because I would be 6'5" instead of 5'6".
Yeah,
I'll be 6'5" instead of 5'6".
You're gonna tell her to ask a question, then you cut her off.
Because I knew what she was trying to do. She was trying to set me up. Because I knew if I was Finn, of course the answer would be. All right, I'm gonna tell you this.
Mike, as a short, small person, has been asked this question enough times in his life. He knew where it was going. Because I have been asked,
exactly.
Like, why'd you quit football? I'm 5'5". I was not going anywhere.
All right, see, I'm gonna answer the question. I'm gonna answer this question this way. If I'm the only person who the only way I can lose has been like God defeating me, I'm staying.
Y'all gonna stop saying that's what that was. Just because they ignored it and didn't acknowledge it, don't mean it was God.
I can't.
Roman Reigns even looked up. Hey, yo, thank you. Like, because Roman Reigns knew. It was God that defeated him.
I can't
God,
believe
demon, heaven, hell, it all makes sense.
I can't believe I can't believe, but they should acknowledge that at least a little bit. I hate this.
No, because they want to acknowledge Roman Reigns, not the man upstairs who defeated demon.
I mean, Vince already beat God, so.
All right, I'm tired of WWE. Let's wrap it up. So, is Bray Wyatt going full gear or no?
He's going to WWE. Take down Roman.
No, he's not.
Bro, he's writing the next movie with
Wait, did you say he's going to WWE?
him and Peel finna write this next movie, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
He said him and Peel.
So I'm telling you right now, if Bray showed up in WWE, I would never watch WWE again.
Because he did have an amazing talent? Like, bro.
Peel calling Wyndham right now. What you mean? All right, well, when that movie come out, you heard it here first. They got
the Jordan Peele.
Yep. Jordan Peele got what, 3 movies in production? He calling Wyndham right now, bro.
The one with Kiki Palmer, that's finished, right? The one with Kiki Palmer in there? Oh, okay. Oh shoot.
That's the way to go. Because he already works with the buddy who made that mask for the Fiend. He works in Hollywood.
Yeah.
He was hanging out in Hollywood this weekend.
You know he got that mask from.
I still need someone
to watch
like,
American Horror Story, so y'all wouldn't know.
If he was waiting for non-compete to go over there.
American Horror Stories.
Does it tell me Bray didn't get that idea from the clown from a freak show?
Freak Show? Yeah.
He got it from it was Freak Show and existing in the 80s.
Yeah.
He said it several times.
Okay, I just want to make
he
sure.
worked with that guy who made that mask.
Who made that
guy
mask?
is a known person in the industry.
All right, so make a question.
He'll make movies. He's done. He's not wrestling no more. It's over.
He's not wrestling? He's done?
So Kimmy said he's going to Hollywood, which this dude is super young and super talented.
Go back to WWE. Why did he wait until his non-compete was almost over to change WWE out of there? Why did he wait for the non-compete? And if that's the case, then he might as well just wait 6 months. But he kept saying 2 days this, whatever.
No, I know he trolling, man.
ROH is dying, and he didn't belong there. Impact's
he's not going to New Japan because his family down here.
And he waited for pay-per-view to pass, so we're gonna wait for the next pay-per-view. And again, I've told y'all Tony's views on like Tony said, yeah, I'm gonna call him. He's a star, but at the same time, he said his one regret, and think about what that covers with AEW, because let's not act like they don't make no mistakes. Matt Hardy cracked his head open. His only regret, he said, was letting Matt Hardy teleport to the ring. He don't like that brand.
But first of all, Bray Wyatt wasn't supernatural either.
But wait,
and the Fiend was not supernatural
here's
either.
The one thing I have to say though, Bray is a great comedic wrestler. It's actually understated how much of a comedic wrestler he is, which AEW does have a couple of, most notably Kenny, but they got other people that they got comedic. So if he gonna come in like that, that's a slight possibility. But
no, I don't think coming in comedic.
I am a gambler.
Best work is dark.
Bray just he's gonna be on the show for a little bit longer.
Yeah,
he's gonna be on the show for a little bit longer. That's my take.
He's talented. He's young. He's smart. So and Hollywood needs people like him. Innovative.
The man should have been writing some WWE movies.
I heard he helped other people, help with their characters backstage in WWE.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So dude is legit.
Yeah, I already know how you and Chance get when y'all start talking about Bray. So y'all can have that. Y'all. I made that mistake.
If you tell me my dog Jordan Peele, I'll be all right. Why people hate Jordan Peele? Oh, because I forgot it's a cool popular thing to hate people that's black and good. I forgot.
Yeah, I hate Kevin Hart.
Nah, for real. The people do it all the time on Twitter. Like, oh, Jordan Peele overrated. The man. How? He only made 3 movies. I still don't
know what happened in Us. So the man's got to be a genius to have me fooled for this long. So I'm sorry. I rate myself.
Okay, so I'm explaining to you. Now let me stop.
The man is a genius
because he's a genius. Yeah. I can.
But he only made 2 movies though. Like so, how he overrated with his movies?
Candyman is Jordan Peele's.
He produced, but he executive produced it. He didn't write it though. He didn't write it or direct it. So.
They didn't like him because of the fact that they took over for Chappelle and everything like that.
I mean,
it's people like Ari Spears that's the problem. I
used to hate Jordan Peele. I used to hate both of them. I used to hate Key and Peele because they to me they replaced Dave Chappelle, and
Dave Chappelle said that too.
I got it on DVD
because he left. So of course, like it was an opening. They was on Mad TV. They knew how to do sketch comedy.
No. They did the same exact thing for less money, basically.
Yeah, but they look. They funny. Like
so the fact that this turned into Geeked Out, I think.
Oh shoot!
We're not done.
Oh shoot!
I mean, if we want to bring it back, Brian Myers filed a new trademark. Oh, I wasn't expecting a follow up to that.
Okay. Yeah, Randy Orton and
the most professional wrestler on October 25th. That's what he.
It was the most professional.
Yep, the most. Professional wrestler.
See, when you look at just the trademarks, it just sounds hilarious. I'm like every time, it never fails. Happy Corbin, for example, it just sounds like this is stupid. What are you doing?
I mean, it was stupid. It still is.
Yeah. It had its time. It lasted longer than most.
I never thought it was
long
gonna
as I
have
put to a table longer than Raw Underground lasted. That's all. That's I'm gonna stand by that. They rather be vindictive than creative. It's just
I can't believe we legit just had a whole hour and 30 minutes of WWE.
No, what? What show have you been on? We've been
20 minutes on it.
Right, we talked about Ring of Honor. We talked about Impact. We talked about all that. AEW.
Even I know not a single wrestler on Ring of Honor at all, except for the Briscoes.
Yeah, you know what? I do
you know the Briscoes, bro?
I know the Briscoes. Okay, the Briscoes.
I do have a question. With the Briscoes, I don't know. I like them, but I heard that they did say some homophobic shit. So that seems to be heating up.
I mean, but that's like wrestling in general, though. Like if you go in the locker room, there's gonna always be some homophobic stuff.
We don't condone that, Michael. Anyway, so
everywhere, but it's everywhere though.
Who is Don't kill me.
And Bandito.
Don't kill me because I don't watch Ring of Honor like that.
Nobody watches Ring of Honor. That's why they're going out of business.
Who's the Don Halson guy that everybody wants AEW to sign?
Nope. If Kenny don't know, if I don't know, then isn't he not good?
The Halson guy with the clown face.
Oh yeah, I've seen that, but I don't spend that much time. I know Bandito. I know the Briscoes.
Oh, I told you because Rush is over there. If AEW get Rush, it's a wrap.
Oh, I'm sorry. Every time you say that name, I just go to Leo
and
then
Rush,
I automatically roll
exactly
my
why.
eyes.
No, I'm talking about Rush. Rush and Andrade. Woo. And Bandito together.
Bandito on the way. He got to be.
Oh, so look, check this out. If Rush and Bandito go, that's the trios camp right there.
I got a question for y'all. Y'all think if Bandito comes, should he come with his belt? Because y'all, we've seen the NWA belts on AEW. We've seen plenty of other belts defended on AEW. FTW could go in the bin, but other than that, we've seen plenty of belts defended and on. If Ring of Honor actually coming back, should that be a deal they work out? Bandito come with his belt.
He should come with it, regardless of whether they bring it back or not, because they can always retire it later.
I mean, they did say that it's coming back in spring.
We'll see if it's coming back or not. Yeah,
allegedly.
I think that would be a great long storytelling.
It's gonna be Friday night Ring of Honor with Khan running it. That's what's gonna happen.
Don't be doing half brand splits. I've been hurt enough.
Oh God, no! Please don't.
People started talking about it when before Rampage came out, and I said you could go somewhere with that. No.
Rampage needs to be an extension of Dynamite. Keep it just how it is, unless they end up really buying Ring of Honor, and they need a place to put wrestlers. They have a stacked roster. They can have championships that go back and forth.
I think Tony needs to pick a couple out of that bunch.
And say anybody else go work at Walmart.
Oh no!
The Indies coming back, Mike. Come on, bro. I go to indie matches. Come to Florida. I'll watch your matches.
I think we'll definitely see a lot on Dark Elevation at some point. Even if they don't really progress over there, I think if Ring of Honor, the people that do get picked up, or they're just wrestling just for the shits of it, I think it could help AEW's elevation. But
see how they got
the Briscoes already
got more talent than Disney. Like they have so much talent, but they have a lot of talent at AEW.
They are. Guess what? They are what SmackDown used to be. Remember, how SmackDown was the land of bringing up new talent. That was SmackDown's thing. Especially when Shane was running it. We all knew it, but then when Shane said it, we were like, yeah, Shane. That's right, Shane.
Once the SmackDown 7 took a little back seat, that's what they started doing.
And then AEW now, AEW, that's literally what they are doing. They are
but at some point, the land of opportunity or land of giving people chances, it becomes overcrowded, and somebody has to be the bottom of the barrel and just cannot go.
Why you talking about America?
That's fine. But that's why you have Dark Elevation, because maybe not everyone is going to get off of that show.
Hence the name Elevation.
Was that breaks in your background, CO?
Somebody drove past. I'm like, damn.
Somebody pulling up on me. I got to go because I have to go.
Well, look, like I said, Trump. The Briscoes already teased a match with fucking Revival.
Yeah. I mean, FTR good for that.
Okay, FTR. Because I'm like, what is Revival?
They talk to every tag team in existence. That's how they got on AEW. They was talking shit with the Young Bucks.
But you said you like the Briscoes because they did something homophobic.
No,
What did they do?
I've always liked the Briscoes, but I heard that they did say something homophobic, and that's like catching a lot of heat.
What did they say? Oh, you don't know what it is. You just know
I
something.
didn't read it. I just recently heard.
Okay, so just to let y'all know that as of right now, their releases are effective at the end of the year.
Right.
God
So
dang.
if a contract
Yeah, they're
goes
gonna finish. They have a
beyond
pay per
that,
view in December.
if their contract goes beyond that, they're paid until March 31st.
Something that Paul
So
Heyman could
it
not do.
could be a while before we see
Carney.
anything, popping on.
Well, Paul
But-
Heyman paid people while ECW was still on TV, so they damn sure didn't pay people after it came off. So
Yeah, our Paul Heyman did not pay his people.
I mean, technically, that could work in the favor of AEW if they sign certain people, because you could let the always bring somebody up cool down a little bit.
What
pull out,
if-
yeah.
Hear me out here, right?
We gotta go.
Nah, shut up. Hold on. What if, right? Paul Heyman, just hear me out.
Oh,
It's
boy.
not gonna happen.
Oh boy.
It's,
Hey, hot take CL in the bidding.
it's not gonna happen. I never even thought about that, but it sounds amazing. Go ahead.
You know I'm going with this. What
Mhm.
if, right? Paul Heyman was just like, I've done everything that I can do with the talent here at WWE. I'm going to go help AEW. Not that they really need help per se,
No,
but
but I get what you're saying.
he was like, I'm going to AEW. Like, what do you think we would get from that?
A lot, because of his creative product. Like, as long as he's not running the company, which he won't be, you get all of his genius. Like, it's almost as if Khan would have a general manager, right? Like, you have. So that's how it would be.
I ain't
We
gonna
would
lie.
have two creative geniuses.
I know Chance want to go, but what you just brought up, me and Chance talked about this a little bit in the group chat. Eric Bischoff is out here shooting, right? Because he's been working with.
I do believe that too.
So he
Yeah.
So I think it's a work, but he got all these. First of all, why do so many people still ask Eric Bischoff for his opinion on so many different wrestling podcasts? Like he got his own.
Forget that.
He got his own. Why is he on so many? Why is he on so many guest appearances?
Not, you know who worse than Eric Bischoff?
Vince,
Russo. Oh my god.
I ain't gonna lie. I already
His
told you
hot
about Vince
takes.
Russo. I think Vince Russo was one of the greatest things and worst things happen in wrestling. at
He
the same
was
time.
exactly what you just said.
Yep.
He was one of the
One of
greatest
the
and
best
the
and
worst.
worst. Yep.
Yes.
Agreed.
See, Bischoff and Heyman, you could see like they were actually really good. Bischoff had his faults, just like Heyman had his faults, but generally speaking,
But those
they
are
were good.
wrestling
Like, they were
guys.
consistent.
Vince Russo just
Yeah.
came into business.
Vince Russo, oh my god,
Yeah.
he was like a hit and miss prospect. Like he was like, man, he gives you 1,000 yards rushing a season, and then all of a sudden he fumbling 15 times. Like,
That
what
sounds
are
about
you
right.
doing? Like, what are you doing? But I love the idea of Paul Heyman going because to your point, see, it's like with Paul Heyman, him and Vince has this weird relationship. So at any point, he could just be like, "All right, I'm done with Roman. Roman is to a point where I don't, he doesn't need me anymore." And
So who would you want to see as a Paul? See, because if we got Paul in AEW, what I see happening, we normally have Paul Heyman guys. We'll have a Paul Heyman faction. So
CM Punk would be
Wait, no, I just
CM
got
Punk would be number one.
it. Nah, forget all that. I just got it.
Okay, wait.
When Wardlow and MJF finally
Oh,
split,
man, I was gonna say Wardlow, but go ahead.
Yes, go ahead.
because they've been planting those seeds. But last week Wardlow confronted MJF.
Yeah,
Planted those seeds again. Now give Wardlow, because I'm not saying Wardlow can't talk because he can, but give Wardlow Paul Heyman, and we got Brock Lesnar all over again.
That's crazy. That's crazy that me and Mike was here, and then me and you was right here because I was
and then
thinking.
it's like now you merge them together, and it's like now you have a stable, at least two, and then we could kind of piggyback and kind of pick and choose who else will be in his
People
in
keep
his Heyman
saying
guy
they
stable.
should bring back CM Punk should bring back his stable
Nexus?
because you got no. The straight edge society because you got Serena Deeb and you got
Oh, okay, I see what you're
True.
saying. Yeah.
True.
Gallows isn't signed to AEW. He's just there when he there.
Yeah.
So
But that's what I like about AEW, which was I was saying about the Ring of Honor people. Even if you don't sign everyone, obviously,
Yeah, of course.
you can still have programs with certain people.
That's and even if they cut, like y'all said, they have a December pay-per-view. I think Ring of Honor would allow their talents if AEW says, hey, we want him to show up for X amount of time, we'll shoot you this check, and then they could bring them over. So I think
Or they're going to be like, you need
the same problem they had with Impact is that taping schedule is, even though they finish in
no,
December.
but Ring of Honor is it's dead. It's
No, they have a pay-per-view in December, so they have to have tapings before that. It's not what they had up until now in pay-per-view in December. They got a little bit more work to do. So
or not.
They,
Maybe they
but
can
they,
do
do.
on
They literally
AEW.
say we got a pay-per-view in December. What you doing pay-per-view on with? You got to book stuff?
I just I'm just killing Ring of Honor right now.
I see
Just
that, and I don't know
Yeah,
why.
yeah,
Just
just
saying on the like, come
I
on.
might think they're at home waiting until December.
yeah. I didn't know. When y'all said that's kind of like I don't even know them. Like, notice I only know about the Briscoes, but it's like now I'm excited to see what other talents would be on AEW because we know Vince not gonna sign them. So
Yeah, so I like Warlord.
yeah, Warlow would be good. CM Punk, Paul Heyman, those three for sure. And then we can kind of piggyback. That's another segment though. That's like we can literally
Then versus
have
FTW. Team Taz.
There can be so much beautiful like potential that could come from that.
AEW, you see what we got. You need some writers. We here.
Yo, fact.
I know WWE.
But they don't need writers.
I ain't getting hired by no one who not gonna listen to me. So AEW.
Yes, AEW, we can write because I tried for WWE and they shitted on me.
What you thought they was gonna do? You didn't come from a soap opera background and you knew stuff about wrestling.
Right.
He wants two things. He wants two things.
I don't understand that concept because soap operas been on TV forever and they work, but you hire soap opera writers and you're not listening. What's the point of hiring them?
Yo.
And he don't want
he
you to know
needs
about
the
wrestling.
novellas. He needs those. He needs those writers.
Look, Vince, I watch As the World Turns. I've watched Young and the Restless. Like, hey, I know too much about wrestling. I know too much about wrestling. I don't know anything about wrestling.
Facts. I know nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
What's the shirt that I'm wearing?
Yeah, what is that shirt?
I don't know. It said "suck it," so it enticed me.
That's
I was like, hey, I like that shirt.
Oh wow, see that?
Man. Not what I meant.
You have OnlyFans followers, so.
All right. So on that note. You know that. Oh, you know what? I should have played Cena. I should have played Cena for you, Mike.
Nah, but he's my favorite wrestler of all time, though. So
yes, he is. All right, so we out.
He is.
Subscribe, comment, all that goodish. Watch the playback. We here. We'll be back next week. Maybe we'll come on Wednesday. We don't know. We'll be back.
I'll be in the gym. So for real, I told you I wasn't gonna go, and I did this for you, Chance, so I could be on here.
We appreciate it. See how we're in sync, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Until we argue next time.
Exactly.
Yep.
On Geeked Out, it's coming back.
All right, y'all.